Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, also known as Egypt. I want to start out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. They're teaching, that rule well. Salutations to the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out, in season, out of season, to prophesy the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And we just out here just yet again another weekend or whatever to wake up our people, man, and to tell our people to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man, because that's the real true reason why we out here, to bring forth the gospel, which is the good news, man, unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, man. Return back unto your power, who you people ignorantly call God and Jesus, which the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus, is Yahweh Shah.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, and verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Yeah, so he showed his words and his statutes and his judgment unto the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But our people still refuse to turn back into our power, man. Here it is, Jacob still getting gunned down in the streets on the daily. Apostle Ramla had just done a lesson 2 days ago speaking on how Gad gets mowed down at a more alarming rate than Judah actually does, man. And that's a part of the northern kingdom, man. So you so-called Indians are getting killed just as worse as Negroes, man. But you would think because you have the complexion for protection in this society, so to speak, in a roundabout way, that you're better than the so-called Negro when we're actually brethren, man. We're from the same nation. Different tribes, same nation.
This is Psalms 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation.
Yeah, so he has not dealt so with any nation. So the nation of Edom, the nation of Ammon and Moab, he ain't dealing with all these other nations. The Japhetic people, not dealing with these other nations, man. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. But our people still want, for some reason, they don't have a problem with us coming out and saying, the Moabite, which are so-called Chinese, the Ammonite, which are so-called Japanese, they're not, they won't receive an inheritance in the kingdom. But you have a problem when we tell you that these red Hebrew Edomites are not gonna have any portion in the kingdom. Then you people tend to get butthurt about that. That can't be the gospel. That can't be the word of the Lord. The Lord ain't dealing with you. The Lord would never say that. Yeah, something else. Yeah.
This is Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
It says only you of all the families have I known of on the planet Earth, man. So he should judge us. So when our people begin to ask, hey, why did the red Hebrew Edomite come over here and destroy us with biological warfare, giving our people smallpox blankets? They brought the Gatling gun against the tribe of Gad and Reuben. Why did they do this? And why did they put us into slavery for a time, and then they go over there to the west coast of Africa and bring the so-called Negroes, the Benjamites, which are these people called the Jamaicans, and the Levite, the tribe of Levi, which are you so-called Haitians. Why did they bring them over here and put them into hardcore child slavery? It's because the Lord is punishing you for your iniquity, man, for us going off against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You on that? That was it on that. So when you people begin to say, well, there can't be a God. If God was real, he wouldn't have allowed all these atrocities to befall our people. Well, the Lord is telling you why he allowed those atrocities to befall our people. Why? Because you went against his law, statutes, and commandments, and he's bringing judgment against you.
verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yeah, and they said the children of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, man, would be known as Puerto Rican, the Colombian, Cuba, you know, the people from Uruguay, from the Panamas, what's some other northern kingdom? Brazil, you know, all of these, all of Latin America, those are Israelites, man. You people are Israelites. The Lord said, the northern kingdom, you so-called Latin tribes, were oppressed right along with Judah. And Judah consists of the southern kingdom, which is of the so-called Negro, the Haitian, and the Jamaican. The tribe of Levi and the tribe of Benjamin, man. He said we were oppressed together because the last time that the entire kingdom of Israel, the nation of Israel, as a collective were put in bondage, it was back in Egypt, man. That's why you see all these obelisks, all of these insignias that date back all the way back to Egypt. Why? Because we are the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So the Lord said that the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Where did we get oppressed together at? Over here in the Western Hemisphere, man. Whether it be South America or North America. The Northern Kingdom is getting slaughtered in the borders of Mexico unto this day. That's what Trump is big on right about now. Putting Issacharites to death. Why? Because you've been oppressed together, man. Because you came against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Yeah, and what the Lord said, all that took them held them fast and refused to let them go. So he's holding on to them tight. The northern kingdom is being held on tight here in America, Babylon. Why? Because he knows that if I let these Issacharites go right now, that's all the dirty jobs in America would not be done. And America will fall flat on its face just like that if the tribe of Issachar would just stop working, man. And that's just think about if the nation itself of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi stop entertaining Esau. The tribe of Manasseh is big on entertaining Esau as well, because a lot of these fighters that you see in the boxing arena and in these soccer arenas or whatever come from the northern kingdom, man. If the nation together say, you know what, F that, I ain't effing with Esau's FRNs anymore, man. And we gonna trust in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, we gonna fall into his hand. To hell with Esau. This kingdom would fall flat on his face by tonight, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's one reason. The elites. You know, that's why. Well, really, ultimately, it's the Lord's timing. But that's one reason the elites haven't crashed the economy yet. It's because you know, basically they make all their money off of the Israelites. You know, all of their money. You know, because the buying power of the Israelites is you know, trillions of dollars. You know, so if all the Israelites get together and stop using Esau's money and start bartering, the economy would collapse like overnight, like the brother said. You know, you got it.
This is Jeremiah 50:34. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
You'll read that end part where you started from Bible shots a lot. What was the point of it?
I got you. That he may give rest to the land and disquiet.
Thoroughly.
Oh, thoroughly? Okay. I'm going to start at the top. Jeremiah 50:34. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
It says our Redeemer is strong, man. And what did it tell us back in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, the 68th verse, that no man shall redeem you. Why? Because the Heavenly Father himself is going to come back and plead our case, man. Because that's the only way that we can come up off and up under this captivity, man. Off and up under the thumb of Esau at this point. Because our people are absolutely, positively gone in this society. Right? Positively gone. Every Jake you meet, hey, we gotta get together, you know, create a black economy. What idiot that has came to another continent, and he took it by rape, robbing, murder, and biological warfare. He took this land and went throughout the entire globe and done the same exact thing will allow you to build up a nation behind his lines, man. Who would build up a nation behind enemy lines? Esau. I've never seen it done. If you can show me where a nation was built up behind enemy lines, hey man, I eat my words. It has never happened, man.
Right.
That nation had to be overthrown, man. Yeah, sedition may have started within, but they already knew, hey, we gotta cut the head off, man. We gotta uproot this entire tree, man. That's how it's gonna play out. And it's only gonna come by way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, for our Redeemer is strong, man. He shall plead our cause. And how do you plead your cause for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to come back and to plead it for you? It's by you coming out here and doing this work, man. That's what we out here for, man. We asking Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, the bully around the corner is punching me in the face, Lord. Come back and what is it? Is it vindicate? Vindicate.
Yeah.
Like we looking for the Lord to plead our cause, man.
That's right.
We're not gonna do it ourselves. You continue. You had something?
I got something.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 18. Come now and let us reason together, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If you be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. So just like the brother was going into, Jake always trying to come together in an off spirit, in the spirit of anything other than coming together, making a common unity or community in the spirit, law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But the Most High is saying through the prophet Isaiah that even though we are sinful people, we're laden in iniquity, so to speak, that if we come back to our true way, our true heritage, and the right path, so to speak, that our sins will be washed white as snow, man. And that's going to happen regardless. But we're hoping for that to happen before the judgment that comes along with Babylon the Great, which is known as America.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's Jeremiah 50 and 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men.
It says a sword, man. And what does a sword represent? What is a sword used for, man? Is it used to knit together something? Is it to mend and bring together? No, it's to divide asunder and to destroy, man. That's what a sword is brought for. And he said it's gonna be upon you Chaldeans and the inhabitants of Babylon. Hey, man, we're in the midst, we're in the belly of the beast as we speak, man. So he's coming back to destroy this very land in which you set your soul put upon, man. Behind that camera, behind that TV that you're watching this on, behind that computer screen that you're scoffing on, man. That very sword that you sit upon, man, the Lord is gonna bring a sword upon you. Yeah?
Last verse. Jeremiah 50 and 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
Yeah, Esau's the ultimate liar, man. Read that last part again about
This is Jeremiah 50 and 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
And that's why you people, you fear Esau, because you fear his weak, mighty men, man. The Lord said there's a sword upon them as well, man. So what are you people fearing in sense of turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and doing the things in which he called us to do, man? To live righteous, man. We know, hey, look, we walk that same path that you individuals walk, that you're walking now, man. For the brothers that's just waking up too. We walk that same path, but at the end of the day, we decided, you know, hey, it's better to, the old saying, and it's true to a certain extent, in righteousness. Hey, if you can't beat them, join them, man. Ain't no beating you, how about Shem Yahushua? Like, when you get a full understanding of the scriptures, you might as well just join. Because Yahushua said what, man? The man that wished that I would not rule over him, bring him here.
Yeah.
And slay them before me. So he's like, hey, man, either you gonna get down or lay down, man.
Yeah, get down and lay. That's right,
choice,
yeah.
Man. That's why Jake is so big into these gang moves. You got it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good point. That's a good point. If you can't beat them, join them. Hey, because look at the track record of Great Millstone. You know, undefeated. You know, in the spirit. You know, and that's one thing that that proves that the apostles and elders have the doctrine. It's because when we were, or when they were on the highways and byways, and you know they were getting certain debates, wouldn't have they ever lost a debate? Never.
Right.
You know, so you know through the spirit, you know these scoffers they can't beat which really is the spirit of the Lord, but they can't defeat. They can't defeat it, so you gotta join it, man.
Hey,
you know?
we all out here for through the spirit of what? Repentance. That's how we came into this, man.
Right.
Some of you scoffers are gonna join this, man. You're gonna understand, like, you're gonna keep getting hit on the chin, keep getting hit on the chin, you're gonna keep seeing certain signs, certain little calamities befall you in your day-to-day, and it was because I left that message on the comment board. After a while, the Lord just gonna hit you with that stomach punch, man. He's just, okay. And what, you gonna be out on the other side, man. That's right.
I want to say that's somebody could probably see if you can get it. I think it's Isaiah 29, and like the last verse, I think.
And that's why Jake is so grown in this society, because he really sees the power of Esau's weak, mighty men. And they say, hey, I can't beat him, so I might as well join him. That's why Jake joined the fraternity. That's why these women join in on these sororities. They get all into all manners of wickedness, want to be Freemasons and get into all of those off-ass doctrines. Why? Because they feel as if though they can't beat Esau, so they might as well join.
This is what the brother brought out. It says Isaiah 29 and 24. It says, "They also that err in the spirit shall come to understanding, and they that murmur shall learn doctrine."
Yeah, and how is that, man? The Lord is going to hit you with that belt, man.
Right.
We know men that's actually in the camp. Like, I know an individual that's within the camp. He was around it for years, never scoffed. He never scoffed or whatever, but he started to see certain things happen in his life. He was like, yo, it got to be the truth, man. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped because I know the truth, but yet I refuse. I still just want to do it, but I ain't gonna say nothing against the truth. I'm gonna just go on and see if I can creep by. Nah, man, ain't no creeping by once you hear this truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got some brothers, you know, they were taught by IUIC and HOI and other camps. Hey, some brothers were taught by GOCC.
Yeah.
They bugged ourselves.
Yeah, they bugged.
You know, but you know, the point of the matter is, you know, hey, they still were led to the waters. You know what I'm saying? They were still led to at least a portion of the understanding, and then the Spirit guided them, you know, where they needed to be. You know, which is the 100% doctrine, man.
That's right. And on the flip side of it, either because, like the brother was saying, either you're gonna join with Yahweh Shema Shai, or you're not gonna join with him. So there's a consequence for not joining with him. You see what I'm saying? So this is Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord's power."
Because they trust in the power of Esau. Like when you speak on horses in the scriptures, that's speaking of power, man. And when if you put Shaq up against a horse right now, Shaq will look like a frail man. And a horse is a mighty animal, man. And it's not even the biggest creature upon the planet Earth. But yet the scripture is using horse and it's horsemen, men that actually that are controlling this mighty power, man. And you people fear and trust in it more than you trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Hey, you know, and in the scripture, I will refer to the horses as missiles. When it talks about the missiles, they come like horses. Yeah, like coming, because you put together 1,000 horses that's galloping. That's power that you hear. Or if you ever ride a horse and that horse, you make him take off, you feel that power.
Yeah, that stampede power.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you can put every NFL team behind one behind another. all the linemen, all the defensive players or whatever, and put it against 30 horses, man, and just let them run loose, man. 30 horses that been corralled and haven't got a chance to like let their legs loose.
Horsepower.
And run
horsepower.
through
Yeah, that's right.
Man, run through every last one of those men, man. That's the power of a horse, man. That's when you get it up when you dealing with cars. I wish I should follow this.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that horsepower.
Horsepower,
man.
yeah, that's right.
God, Ford, they created the Mustang off of what? They symbol it horsepower.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's exactly where they get it from. Yeah, the horse. Yeah, the power.
That's
Yeah.
what you people trust.
Mustang. That's a breed of horse. Mustang. Horse. Yeah. Okay, come. This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help."
So instruction to them that go down into Egypt.
That's right. That's right. That and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in the horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord power.
So yeah, you people are just walking throughout this kingdom aimlessly, man. You say you don't even look towards your Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, nor even seek him. So you people are it ain't these people are not getting riled up to a certain level of understanding. It's like why the Gadites pushed into these reservations? Why am I still getting gunned down after marching for freedom for about 40, 50 damn years, man?
Right.
And it's nothing. They gave me a couple of crumbs up under the table. Why is it that I can never get a foot up in this society? And for some reason, it seems like it's worse now here in 2019 than it was in 1975.
Right.
1965 for you people.
One more verse. Okay, come on. This is verse 3. It says, "Now the Egyptians are men and not God."
So hey, he said they are men and not God. And what is God? A power, man. God. When you go back to the understanding the word God, it means power, man. Allah.
God.
So you trust in men, and we trust in a power, man. The ultimate power. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Most High power, man. That's his proper name. Just to say the Most High is really you calling him by a nickname, man. It's the Most High power, man. That's the proper title. Because there's no other power with him. You can continue.
It says, "And their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helped shall fall down, and they all shall fall together."
Yeah, and that's you got it out.
Nah, hey, so either you gonna side with Yahweh Shema Shai, you gonna side with Esau, man. You gonna side with America, Babylon, Egypt. You gonna side with the military power of Esau, or you gonna side with the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, the righteous, ultimate spiritual power, our Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. Which one you gonna choose to follow? Okay, because it's only one win. You know, there's no such thing as a MVP players. It's an MVP player. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shema Shai is the MVP player, man. It's the ultimate. That's it. You're gonna win with Yahweh Shema Shai, and you're gonna lose with Esau. So take your pick. Which one you gonna choose to side with? We on the winning team. We winning.
That's right. That's right.
Bro.
You got it, bro.
I got something to back you up. I got something to back the brother up. You know, basically how you got to pick a side, man. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will do to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. So like the brother said, you got to pick a side. There's no gray area. You know, sometime because that's what Jake do. A nigga will he wants to he'll say he wants to serve the Lord, but then his actions are straight wickedness. You know, so it's like, which one are you gonna serve? You gonna serve this world? Hey, Shalom. You gonna serve this world, or you gonna serve the Heavenly Father? All right.
That's right. That's
the
right.
Heavenly Father. This is what it requires. Doing the work.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awaken thy sleep. Love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation.
Hey, you start back from the top. Cause man, hey,
Because brothers going into how if you consider it Yahweh Shai, but Jake don't understand that Esau's getting ready to come down with that Big Bang Theory, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed.
It says, observe and take good heed. For what?
For thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
It says, thou walk in peril of thy overthrowing. So the Lord is telling you, like, man, look out, man. The things that are about to come, man, it's going to come like a thief in the night, man. Your overthrowing, hey, man, an overthrow is not something that just, hey, brother, could you move aside while I take control? No, man, it ain't going to happen like that, man. The Lord is not coming back. In the words of the brother Aram, the Lord ain't coming back to sit down with the top minds on the planet Earth and have a delegation, you know, meet up with the UN, the NATO, and say, you know, well, you know, I'm gonna give you this land. I'm gonna get out. Will you allow my people to have this? No, man. The Lord is coming back with straight angels, man. He coming back in power. He said for an overthrow. You continue.
When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep.
Yeah, so and Esau was coming to overthrow this place, man, first and foremost. That's why the Lord is going to have to come back. It's because you people are asleep. He said, awaken out of your sleep. Esau was finna bring the sword against you people, man. And it's going to, this is the thing about Esau's history. Esau always keeps a good, he likes to put up monuments, certain memorabilia, so to speak, to always keep Jake in a state of remembering, hey man, we could always go back to that. That'll keep Jake in line, man. That's why he give you Black History Month, man. To let you people know, hey, it ain't nothing. It's nothing really. I used to think that when I was in the words, like, what's really keeping this cracker from just killing us now? Like, I see your hatred, like growing up in Alabama, I see your hatred for me. What's keeping them from killing us, man? It's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shem Yahushai really doing, having everything in that perfect balance, we'd have been destroyed off the face of the earth if it was up to Esau. Man.
That's right.
Finish off on that?
Yeah.
Sirach 13 and 14. Love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation.
It says, love the Lord with all thy life. And what?
Love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation.
It says call upon him, not trusting in Esau, man. That's how we're going to receive salvation. You got these Christians, oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm saved. Saved from what, man?
Right.
What? What are you saved from, man? Here it is, you got gout. You can't make rent. Your car's gonna get repoed. What are you saved from, man? Because you definitely ain't saved from the problems that every other nigga go through. Right. So what are you saved from, man? See, Jake, that shows you that our people, like the scriptures just spoke on, they are asleep, man. And we thank Yahweh Shem Yahushua for waking us up, man. Because we see the times that we're in, man. Yeah, so.
Like I said, like the gout. Now the medicine that Esau presents you, it always gotta have a side effect to it, and the side effect don't benefit you. You see, but the side effects of the medicine that Yahweh Shema Shine, which is the word, present to you. The side effects is what? It's beneficial to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So how, like bro said, how you blessed then? How we blessed right now? Okay, you still going through all these different sufferings and afflictions and being vexed every day. How you blessed?
Yeah, you gotta take out another loan against your mortgage on your house to bail your 2-bit drug dealing son out of prison, out of the county, man. You got $1 million bond on it, or whatever. You gotta come up with a certain amount to get this nigga out of jail, man. What are you saved from, man?
What they say? You borrow from. You got to pay John, or John
Take
to pay
it
Peter.
from Peter to pay Paul.
Peter to pay Paul.
That's
you know
all.
what I'm saying?
That's what you people, but you people believe that you're saved. But only when you look at us as if though we're weirdos or whatever, but we telling you like it's really, if you really go speak to a Christian and they say, hey, why are you doing this? I want to be saved by the Lord. I'm teaching about so the Lord, when he comes back, he can save you. Because he gonna find me doing his work. They'll look at you, oh, really? That's away from him. That's how these people look at us, man, because they really don't have faith in the scriptures, man. They don't believe the things that come out of their mouth. They're just literal parrots, man. They're babies.
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 5. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. For thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts.
And we have the fear of Yahweh Shemi Abishai in our hearts, man. And when you go back to that word heart, it goes back to the Hebrew law, which means your mind, man. Not this beating piece of meat on the left side of your body. I mean, in our minds first and foremost, because we understand the hell and the torment and the fact that we were never really at ease. We was always in a state of discontent, though. You know, brothers made party, dealt with women, you know, had children. You had moments that the Lord would throw you a bone, but at the end of the day, we understood like, yo, man, this ain't right, man. There's something up with this. You read that back one more time? The very end.
I'm going to read the.
Yeah, just read.
I got you. This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 7. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts.
And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The fear, man. We understood the fear because when you was at a point to die almost or whatever, the Lord, hey, it's the power that sits on high is a dark-skinned Israelite just like you, and you're an Israelite. That alleviated something in you, but that also caused fear. And the moment that you believed that a state of fear came upon me, it was like, yo, I went in the house and like closed the door, man. Like when it really hit me, it was like, yo, that's why we really get effed up out here, man. Like he really is pissed with us. That'll put us a level of fear within you first and foremost, and then he's constantly building on that fear thereafter, man. You got it.
To the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity.
And that's what it is, because through fear comes respect, man. You a drug dealer, a dope boy, an individual that you respect so highly, and he lives in peace. Somebody will rob him at some point, because it's a grimy nigga. It's a super grimy nigga waiting to make a comeback. But that guy that you know, his fortress is his domain is fortified, and his fortified is built for war. You ain't really finna come mess with him like that. Why? Because you fear that you can lose your life with this individual. That's how it is with Yahweh Shemi Abishai. He put that fear in you first, and through that fear, he shows you love that grows your respect, man. You have a working level of respect for Yahweh Shemi Abishai, but first you must have fear. That's why when brothers whoop their children, hey, he knows, hey, daddy ain't gonna always be on my ass, but it's that belt that hand first, man. You feel that hand, man, with daddy. Hey, what you gonna do with that? Oh, you didn't okay. That's how it is with Yahweh Shemi Abishai. So he has to put that fear in you first, man. Why you think we out here? We fear the Lord.
For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee.
And we
Oh yeah, because I mean, Jake has a history of going off, man. Jake, you know, since wickedness was brought into our nation through the serpent of Eve, Jake always been going off, and that's why we're battling that spirit of prophesying against pretty much prophesying against anything that is not of righteousness, man. You know, and that includes our the shortcomings of our forefathers, man. Our foreparents, our forefathers, our four nephews. You know, our people going back into times of antiquity, man.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm gonna finish off. This is a Baruch 3 and 9. Hear Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom.
It says, hear Israel to give what?
Hear Israel, the commandments of life.
Of life, man. And this is what we are here for, man. To give our people life as it was given to us from another great man, from another great man. Stemming all the way back to Yahweh Shemi Abishai himself, man. We're here to put life in our people. We ain't always just out here, you know, cuss easy. Well, he's always gonna get his just due. That is what it is.
Territory, man.
Yeah, man, that just comes with the territory. But at the end of the day, we ain't gotta be cussing out the Negro woman every time we get up here, man.
Right,
it's
right,
about five people to turn back, man. 5 people to get in that spirit that, hey, yo, like, though this lifestyle of being in this truth is not the most comely until to people in the world or whatever, it's life on this side, man. You don't worry about, really, you get to a point in the beginning, you may worry about bills, and the Lord is really going to put you at a point where, hey, you're going to be on your ass, man. But then this pops up, bill paid. This pops up, bill paid. After a while, you don't trip over 3 past notes, dude. Hey, the Lord got it, man. If he don't get it, I didn't need it, man. Why? Because everything is through Yahweh Shemi Awashai. He's building us towards life, man.
Right.
For us to rely on him. Because he is life itself. If he take everything from you right now, are you not gonna get up? Are you not gonna go to camp? He can take everything right now, and in your spirit, you should be like, yeah, I'm going to camp, man. I ain't got nothing else left, man. Because this is life to us, man. This is life to us on this side, man.
It's our favorite day of the week.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like Friday is to you niggas, man. Friday and Saturday. And for you, and Sunday is the favorite day for these washed up jakes that used to be young men, that used to be young women. Now her box is trash. She looks like the bottom of a shoe. Jake's face look like chewed bubble gum.
Like a chrome.
Yeah, Jake look like a dried raisin.
Like
in the sun.
a dry fucking raisin, man.
Once these Jakes get to that level, what they want to do, they want to turn to church. Also, what he can kick his little funny style jokes at the little young girls, rub up against an old lady with too much perfume on and a big hat, and y'all can dig your hands into a bucket of Popeye's chicken. That's the favorite day of the Christian.
Yeah.
Whether you be a red Hebrew Edomite or a Jake, man. That's their favorite day, man, once you get over the hill. But this is our favorite day. Why? Because this day rejuvenates us and put life back in us. I made it to another day to go out there on the battlefield, and I survived.
Yeah, because this is our day. This is our day, like we read earlier in Baruch, that we can actually praise our powers. We throughout the whole week, we got to move as a serpent in the world, so to speak. But out here, we actually spiritual predators, man. We actually go out here and push the spirit of prophecy, condemn the world and wickedness, okay, and push the righteous spirit and praise our powers. Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
Let's read the last verse.
Yeah. Because could I expound on the point you just made? Because at the end of the day, like for you Jakes that's in this, you should desire to want to come on this side, because throughout the week you gotta play Clark Kent, man. But what good is being Clark Kent if don't nobody ever get to know Superman? And he really get to let out first frustration and blow off some steam sometimes. That's what it's about. You get to blow off steam on the battlefield, man. Until the ultimate test comes, man. And this is just practice, man.
Right.
Yeah.
We going you go against this little tribe over here. You know those little tribal wars, but when you have nations that go to war, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different theater. That ain't even a ball game, that's a theater, man. But you gotta finish off.
Okay. Just to the point. This is Baruch 3 and 9. Hear Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom.
Yeah, and this is what it's about, man. Understanding these scriptures. That's how you get wisdom. It's when you turning your ear back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh and actually humbling yourself enough to say, you know what, I don't know it all. And even though you're in this truth, you still gonna grow. You in the moving in the right spirit. I see brothers all the time. 7 years in, 5 years in, 10 years in, 12 years in, 15 years in. Apostle Ricard tell you himself, hey, I ain't got all the answers, bro. Right. I ain't got all the answers. Still things that he's learned. That's the proper spirit, man. You got to be in this truth humbly, man, so you can receive
sometimes
the
people
will.
keep a little finger on it so it don't go off. Wind picks up sometimes.
So you got to come in this thing humble and meek, man. And with that, man, step down to that another brother Blaze in the spirit.
If you can, read verse 8 on that. Yeah.
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Right, we're this day in our captivity because the brother was bringing out that what we had to pay these bills, and we still up under this captivity of that Esau had put up on us, need payments, bills late, and everything. But guess what? You can set up a prayer for Yahweh Shema Shah to help you pay your bills. You see what I'm saying? We ain't praying prayers to become rich in this society. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to work. You see what I'm saying? To pay these bills and these payments that we're up under. Okay, nothing wrong with that. We understand that. Hey, us men that's in the truth understand that everything is about this thing that we're in. We understand that these payments, we're still up under captivity, man. We understand that. We ain't trying to build our own city. We ain't trying to build our own downtown Decatur. But we trying to pay our bills to stay afloat. And we know that Yahweh Shema Shah gonna make a way for us to do that. Our daily bread. You see what I'm saying? So we understand that. You see, but these people out here, they want to get that they want the get quick rich schemes. And right, that's what they want. But we're like, no, we just want to survive until Yahweh Shah come back with the angels and destroy this place and beam up the elect, and we pray that we're among the hopeful elect. You see what I'm saying? So read that and then bring that. Read that again.
This is Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
That's right. We're this day in our captivity, and the captivity we in is worse now because why? It's mental, man. That pressure. Well, I think it was Jay-Z said pressure busts pipes. This pressure will have you to kill yourself. If you ain't in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, the pressure that Esau puts up on you, Babylon puts up on you, that cause you, people killing themselves every day, man. Because why? They bills, you know what I'm saying, the things that, the carnal things that they want. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's good when you find Yahweh Shema Shah, you will come to realization that, you know what? I just want to make it to the next day, because the next day Yahweh Shah could come. If he don't come that day, then I want to make it to the next day. And that's the mentality that you have. You see what I'm saying? But then, again, guess what? We also remember the fruits of the Spirit. Long suffering. Brother can get that in Galatians. Because one of them is what? Long suffering. So we understand that if it don't happen today, then we got to prepare ourselves for the long suffering of Yahweh Shema Shah to come. You see what I'm saying? Continue out.
Where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse.
The Lord scattered. So, hey, well, that's a cut to you that don't believe that the 12 tribes was scattered. It said that was scattered. This is all the workers of Yahweh Shema Shah. Right. You see? So the Lord scattered us. Okay? The Lord scattered, and James 1:1 said what to the Israel that scattered abroad. So we were scattered, man. Yahweh Shema Shah scattered us among all nations. Okay? Israel is everywhere. Okay? Under the nation that look like so-called enemy nations, Israel is there. If you take a trip and ride to some of these sundown towns, like up in Commerce, Georgia, well, a lot of Edomites that look like Edomites, you're going to have Jake there. Issachar everywhere. Let me tell you something. Issachar is everywhere that Esau is at. You'll be in some areas. What's that up north? North Georgia Tech up there. I think it's Clayton. I think it's Clayton, Georgia. Hey, so-called Mexican tribe is there, deep. Got gangs there. You see what I'm saying? But it's, you walk through the town, you don't see none of Esau. You know what I'm saying? So Jake is everywhere, man. The Lord scattered us everywhere. Continue. I just a side note. Continue though.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
See that, for a reproach and a curse. But people love to say, hey, we ain't under the curse, we ain't under the new covenant. We don't live by the Old Testament, we under the New Testament. Okay, well, what about the prophecies that's in the Old Testament that ain't came to pass yet? You think that the Lord not going to bring them to pass? Or he just wrote these prophecies that is just there for decoration? Okay, for you to imagine it in your head, but it ain't going to come to pass? You people don't know the scriptures. Right. You see, you people are lost, man. Okay, and that's them Christians. Okay, thinking that what the prophecy's not gonna come to pass. What about what Isaiah and Joel and Habakkuk? Okay, Those prophecies not coming to pass. Obadiah, that prophecy not coming to pass. That's upon the Old Testament. Then in the New Testament in Hebrews 10, I think it's 10:8, say I come in the volume of the book. Well, what about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey,
So you gotta put this thing in order, in perspective, from the old up to the new.
Hey, how should I say all need to be fulfilled before the end come?
That's right. All need to be fulfilled. He didn't say that the latest or the end needs to be fulfilled. He said all meaning what? If you go into that word, matter of fact, all it considered everybody. All. And Lord willing, we can get into that, into this chip, man. Because we're trying to bring this thing to a full circle, man, and we want Yahweh Shema Shah to bring it to a hope. You see what I'm saying? We want to bring this thing to a standstill, and then the world around to and fro. You see what I'm saying? But that's what we want, okay? But you have to have the full understanding. Ephesians 6 said put on the whole armor. Okay, the brother can get that, but continue.
I got something real quick. So it say where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, right? So this began in 70 AD, but continued to this day. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 25. Yahweh Shai shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Into where? All the kingdoms of the earth. That word again, all the kingdoms of the earth. So everywhere. Okay, everywhere, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is bad, brother. When he wrote this, when the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai put this in the book, he gave us exactly what we needed. Okay, but you just have to be in the spirit and let the Lord guide and lead you. A brother was going into it earlier about his brothers in different camps, and like GOCC, the other camps. Okay, they have them going off, but they're going to come to realization that what? The true doctrine is the doctrine that the men here from Apostle Hall down at Great Millstone have been teaching. That's right. The Spirit of the Lord is there. You see? Right. Well, he say, what, 2 or 3? He's right here now. Well, 2 or 3 gather in my name, I'm there. He's right here now. Okay, it's up to you, and it's up to the Spirit to guide and lead you. See, so we say the water, Yahweh Shema Shai, for guide and leading us to the right doctrine. Because he could have led us some other way, but he led us right here. Okay, where it was 100% truth. You see? So the water, Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, that is something, that's a one word, the water, that you can send up, man, daily. You should hey, if music going on in the background, the water, Yahweh Shema Shai, quick. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I caught myself several times this week doing that, man. The water, Yahweh Shema Shai. You see what I'm saying? Not even a reason behind it, but knowing that the Spirit is behind it, saying that, you know what, the water for being in this truth, the water for having Akim. Okay, Akim send up prayers for you. You send up prayers for them. The water for the brotherhood, the water for your family, the water for even having a job, even though we subject to these payments. Yahweh Shai said it would be like that, which we just read. See what I'm saying? So you have to say, the water, thanks to Yahweh Shema Shai for everything. Waking you up this morning. First thing you do is send up prayers. Okay? You got some more on that out? Okay.
And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
See, they're according to the iniquities of our fathers. Guess what? So we're going to suffer these things according to the iniquities of our forefathers. We're going to reap the kingdom according to what? The from our forefathers. Okay? For guiding and leading us. You see what I'm saying? Moses didn't give up on the walk. Okay? He just passed the torch on to Joshua. You see? He charged Yahweh Shai told him to charge Joshua. So that's what he did. So that's what we're going to do. No matter if, okay, you got a brother next to me. He in the fight, right? This brother may know the Hebrew way better than I know, okay? So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge this brother, bring the Hebrew out more, brother. Go on into it deeper. I may not know it much of you, but I'm gonna charge you to go on into it deeper so you can learn and teach the next, so you can teach the next man. You see what I'm saying? That's how we further along this truth, man. That's how you push it. Okay, it ain't about us. It's about Yahweh Shema Shai. You see? But if you get caught up into you want to be the center of attention, then you'll get caught up and then you start to go off, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai was the ultimate coach. You see what I'm saying? He the Coach K of NCAA. You see what I'm saying? So we have to follow that example. Okay? So we're gonna coach the next man to become better. I want you to be better than me. Okay? You can do it, brother. You can do it. You got it, bro. Come on. I know what I'm saying.
Nah, that's the spirit. Every brother is individually a warrior because Yahweh called us to be a good soldier. He called us to be a good soldier, and as the brother was going in, as this brother may be good in Hebrew, this brother may be good in exhortation, and so on and so forth. That brother is using every weapon within his rucksack, his utility belt. He's using it, man, because it's gonna come a point in which it has to be used. It's very well needed in this walk.
That's why Paul made the metaphor of basically comparing the church to a body. It's the 1 Corinthians 12th chapter. You know, you got the hands, you got the feet, you got the eyes, the nose. You know, each body part has a purpose. You know, whatever a lot of people got you got to magnify that to the best of your ability, man.
If I can say too, going into what the sergeant was speaking about, they go into the humility aspect of it too. You might just know the water, you know, in the name. You just add simple words like Ba Sham Ka, Ba in Sham name Ka Yor in your name. You just build on to where you started at.
That's right.
It's baby steps, but it gets to a point that the Most High being the quickening spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai being the quickening spirit, just builds you up faster and faster. You just
That's
get
right.
to a point you just build up to a next level. So
Hey, and that's very beautiful. The baby steps. Guess what? Shake that's not into the truth, man. They can't even pronounce Yahweh Shah correctly. You see what I'm saying? And that's one word. You see, but and I experienced that last 2 weeks ago. Okay, brother may not even he might not even get it right, but you keep going over. And what I did, I said, well, you know what? Record yourself saying it. Record yourself saying it. Record yourself saying it. He recorded himself saying it. Then guess what? That same night, that brother got locked up. Okay? And he was locked up for 5 days. And guess what? When he called, I answered the call. I accepted the call. I said, have you been praying to that name that we went over? He said, I've been praying to the name. They say, no, he got a bond. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, then baby steps. What last minute Israelites? They're going to get the same benefits, right? They're going to be delivered. But you might have a brother that's been pushing for what, 10 years? You see what I'm saying? But that brother that's been pushing for like 10 days, they still getting delivered. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So baby steps are very important. Matter of fact, when you go out to teach people, you're going to bring out milk. You ain't bringing out the deepness of the scriptures. You're going to bring out the milk, but the milk is enough to what? Entice them, to bring them in. That's what we came in up on, the milk, right? We learned the milk, we learned, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, we started growing. We start going deeper and deeper, okay? This just said give strong, roughly paraphrase, you give meat to them that can able to eat the meat. You can't give a baby meat if they can't even eat. They don't even have no teeth.
this don't even make
They
sense.
can't even.
Even in the carnal or physical sense, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense at all.
Yeah,
Nope.
like these camps, like IUIC, it'll be someone that's coming up, they want to learn, and then they'll put basically put the law on them, like, yeah, you need to be keeping the Sabbath.
Right.
You need to be like,
But then
they just learn, man.
Come on, man.
Then they black asses ain't keeping the Sabbath.
Right, they ain't even keeping the true Sabbath.
Right.
Eating unleavened bread.
That was it on that.
Precept, yeah.
Finish it out for you. This is Baruch chapter 3. Continuing on. According to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power.
That's right. Which departed from the Lord our power, from Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, while Yahweh Shai his son. You see? So that's why we're in a predicament that we're in. So we understand these things. So guess what we're trying to do? We're trying to put in beat times, okay, to do what? To make our election sure, man. We're trying to bring help the kingdom come by calling on Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? But bring that out.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12. And start at verse 4. So now there are diversities of gifts with the same Spirit. There are differences of administrations with the same Lord.
That's right.
There are diversities of operations, but in the same power which worketh in all.
That's right, which worketh in all. There go that word all again. You see this? Hey, and Yahweh Shema Shah works up in all the gifts. He works up in all. He works up in everybody. Nowhere he made the wickedness for the death of the destruction. You see what I'm saying? Gonna use the wicked to deform to bring upon the destruction. He using the righteousness to bring upon the destruction. Because once the 144 gets sealed, then guess what? Then that's it. Yahweh gonna tell Yahweh Shah to come back and deliver. You see, so everything works up in all of Yahweh Shah. You see, so all these gifts, like we going into earlier, if a brother knows have this gift or have that gift, then we all put these things together, okay, and become what? That 100% truth, okay? And we lean on this brother, lean on that brother, this brother, that brother. You see what I'm saying? Let me get some of that. Let me get that. Let me get that. You see what I'm saying? And they're going to help me. You get this. I got this to give. You see what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. So that helps us throughout our daily day walk, okay? This is not just a Saturday day thing for us, okay? This is an everyday thing, okay? The brother put prayers up, okay? Here, say this prayer, okay? Say that prayer, okay? When you wake up, say this prayer, say that prayer. You see? So you continue to move in that spirit like that, okay? And watch Yahushua continue to what? Carry that burden for you. You see? Because if you don't do those things, then guess what? Then Yahushua, you're going to get heavy. That it going to start weighing you down. You see what I'm saying? Continue out.
Verse 7, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit of the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit.
Wisdom, knowledge, go ahead.
To another faith by the same Spirit.
Faith, okay, see, all these things are very important. Keep going on.
To another gifts of healing by the same Spirit.
Gifts of healing, you see that? Man, this brother here got the knowledge, this brother got the faith, you got another brother healing, you got the powers of Yahweh Shema Shah. You see what I'm saying? So all these things come together, but guess who's the ultimate running this show? Yahweh Shema Shah. Continue up.
This is the point. It says to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another interpretation of tongues.
That's right.
But all these work at the one and the self-same Spirit, providing every man severally as well.
That's right. One in the self-same Spirit, man. We're coming together as one. Hey, you remember the movie Power Rangers? Okay, very spiritually powerful. They all came together, 5 of them, and they all came together and worked as they had to come together to work as one. To do what? To defeat the enemy. You see? And that's what we're doing. Who is our enemy? Esau. Starting with Esau. We have other enemies, but Esau is that top guy that we're going to come together and we'll bring it down. And we're doing that. How are we doing that? By continuing to bring out the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, prophesying against them, letting them know what's for to come. Right. We're making them naked. Isaiah 47. We're making them naked. You see what I'm saying? We're bringing down the places confusion, sitting in the dust. It's confusion, okay? And we're bringing it out. You see? Right. So that's how we're conquering. We fight spiritual wickedness. All the wickedness. Brother said you had Ephesians. What you had in Ephesians?
Ephesians 6.
You got that? Because see, bring that out next. Okay, good. We'll bring that out next because what? That's what we're fighting against, man. We're fighting against this devil coming together while we're asleep, okay, trying to do what? Blow up the moon. They're coming together trying to do what, man?
Block out the sun.
Trying to keep us in this zombie state of a spirit, you see what I'm saying? So that you can't, okay, come to Yahweh Shema Shah. We fighting these things, man. This thing is spiritual, okay? But Yahweh Shema Shah said, put on the whole armor, okay? So that we can fight and withstand the trickery, the wiles of Esau. And the brother gonna bring it out. Bring it out, Rob.
Truly, it's the Iron Man.
That's right. Hey, that's right. Because guess what? When you carry the sword, you can defend off. You got Satan left, right. You got him back here. He in your sleep. But guess what? And now he ain't sleep. Guess what brother do? Brother play videos and put it on autoplay. we combat. We fight these spirits even while we sleep, man. You see what I'm saying? So you got it, bro.
Just to add to the sergeant point really quick. Yeah, even in matters of warfare, you might have a shield. That's which is its main purpose is to defend. It actually uses a weapon.
That's right.
Even like a sword. The main purpose of a sword is to be offensive and attack, but you can use it to defend.
That's right.
You know, and I just want to make one more quick point too.
You got it.
Because with knowledge and understanding we have through the scriptures, we know and understand that Esau Edom is actually the basis of man. That's the humbling aspect of it, because even though we know that Esau is the basis of man, and it shows in the movement of his kingdom, we all have to team up together in one spirit in order to overcome him. You know what I'm saying? So even though the Most High is tricky, because we know Esau is the basis of man, but the Most High used him to exalt him to fully show his power through the spirit, which we all got to do together in order to fully maximize.
That's right. Hey, the same thing. The brother perfectly broke down the movie
Power Rangers.
Power
Let's
Rangers.
think about it.
That's exactly what happened. I said, even in the movie Gladiators, what did they have to come? They had to come together, okay? What was his name?
Gladius. Gladius.
Not who?
Main dude.
The
Nah,
main
the main
dude.
guy.
The main guy.
Maximus. So yeah,
Maximus.
they had to all. He came together with a plan. He said, "Let's all come together." And what did they use the shield as a defense? Then next thing you know, if your sword get cut out, you use your shield and put a killer blow up on the head or somewhere with the shield. Like, you see what I'm saying? Spartacus, same thing. Hey, even sometimes you may use two shields. Them two shields are used as an offense weapon and a defense weapon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So guess what? We use this sword of Yahweh Shema Shai as a defense, and we use it on the offensive side also. You see what I'm saying? So man, this thing right here, it goes deep. It cuts to the marrow. The scriptures talks about that. That's you see what I'm saying?
Yahweh Shema Shai, because the brother was speaking on how Esau's the basis of man. The Lord is showing you what had happened if a weakling actually just taps into his power. Esau tapped into his power, man.
Right.
He tapped into his blessing, man, which is the sword. And a weakling picking up that frail little, that weakling or whatever, you know, like Pee Wee Herman picked up the sword and look, he subdued the entire planet. Because what? He believed on the scriptures. And Yahweh Shemi Awashai told him, man, hey man, I'm gonna give you the sword. And he picked it up, man. So what more for us on this side?
That's right.
We really gotta tap into the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man.
That's right. The series on Netflix, Umbrella
Academy.
Academy. You had the little frail chick throughout this whole series. When you get to the end, she's the most
Powerful out of them all. Yeah, she blew up the moon.
Okay? Power that was uncontrollable. You see what I'm saying? Only Yahweh Shema Shai can control that power.
Right.
You see? So yeah, that's it. You got that.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That's right. Wiles, when you go into that word, is trickery. Okay? To be able to withstand all of that of Esau. Okay? So we have to put on the whole armor. Okay? That's why it's very important to do what? For the different gifts of the Spirit, what we went into. The different gifts, so that you got this brother going this way, that way. This is thing, this is that thing. And then they all come together, man. Yeah. To do what? To defend. We're going to defend Yahweh Shai and conquer. Okay? We're going to conquer this so-called wicked society, man. We're going to conquer it through the Spirit. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. He is the ultimate king, the ultimate one that's in control. So we have to put on the whole armor. You can't say, I don't read the Old Testament and go to the New Testament. You can't do that. You see, because you have to put on the whole armor. Okay? Continue on from that.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 6. I'll start at verse 12. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against what?
Flesh and blood.
We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. So what are we wrestling against then? We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. What are we wrestling against? Continue on.
But against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world.
That's right. So we're wrestling against the powers of the darkness and the wickedness of this world. Okay? Which that's what we're wrestling against. Because it is a wicked power, okay, that's out here that's controlling the masses of the people. Okay? Our people, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American. So guess what? We have to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai so that we can what? Conquer these spiritual powers. Not spiritual, but these wicked powers that's ruling. Okay? They polluting our people. Just like this pollen is at a high count. Okay? That's how their wickedness is, but you can't even see it. These devils, they pollute, they destroying everything. Okay?
Destroying the minds.
They destroying the minds, and it's going in, and they trying to keep Psalms 83 intact. Okay? But Yahweh Shema Shai is steadily bringing it down. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want, because they know there's power in the name. They know that it's power. When we receive the name of Yahweh Shemashah, they know that it's power, and they do not like that. Okay, and we know that we have tapped into the power. Okay, we have tapped into something very great, and we have to hold on to it. Continue to tap into it. You see what I'm saying? Because with that, it's gonna bring our deliverance. Continue out.
It says against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's right, spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, these devils have all kind of spiritual wickedness, man, and we have to fight these spiritual wickedness through what? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. Okay, we don't have the we don't have the same weapon that Esau had. We have two different types of weapons. So guess what? We have to tap into our weapon. Let them deal with their weapon. We're gonna tap into our weapon. And our weapon is the spirit.
Right,
you see what I'm saying? We're not carnal, we're spiritual. So as long as we're being spiritual, we're gonna be okay. They can't pin nothing on us by us being spiritual.
Right.
You see, but as soon as you tap outside of the spirit or go outside of the spirit, then you give Esau room to come in. And remember, Satan is walking around waiting. He at any moment, he like, let me get him when he at his weakest point. You see? Take one more verse on that.
Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shemashah.
The whole armor, whole. You see that? Whole, not part, not a piece of it, a third, a half. We got to take the whole thing. We have to take the whole armor of Yahweh Shemashah, okay? Because when we take the whole armor, it all works to our benefits, you see?
That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
That's right. So you have to put it into practice. If you take the whole armor, you put it into practice until the evil day coming. And we know that that evil day is coming. Okay, we know that Esau is going to come down with great wrath. But guess what the scriptures say? Rejoice. Revelation 12:12. It said rejoice in the beginning. But at the end, it says Esau coming down with great wrath. Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? So if you preparing yourself for that evil day that's coming, and the ultimate day is what? When Yahweh shall come back, okay? And he's going to do mass killings upon the earth, okay? To do what? To bring upon that change. Where righteousness will flow throughout the whole earth. Righteousness will flow throughout the whole earth. I know it's kind of hard to picture, but righteousness will flow throughout the whole earth. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's right, that's right. Here on earth. You see? No wickedness. You see? So the kingdom is coming, but we have to do our part. You see? Before we get there. That's right. You understand? You had some,
yeah, I had two quick ones for you because you hitting a lot of points. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
We walk in the flesh, but we don't war after the flesh. Keep going.
It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
That's right. So that's our weapon. So if you know what your weapon is, then use your weapon. Okay? Use your weapon. Let me give you a small example. Okay? And this is all to the glorifying of Yahweh Shemashah. I had to do some unbelievable work hours this week. And that night, the brother said, I'm going to send out some prayers for you. The next day, he texted, said, brother, I'm just checking on you, see how your day went. I said, brother, I was very energized. I don't know how, but the prayers work. On the way to work, I'm listening to spiritual music that we have among ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, I'm crunk off of the spiritual music. Spiritual music. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, you ain't have like 3 hours sleep. You know what I'm saying? And it kept me going all day. And then at the end of the day, I was happy to tell that brother, hey, brother, the prayers work, brother. I was good, you see? You know, so Yahweh Shema, man, that's so small, man. Yeah. Imagine when Jacob trouble. Imagine when these race wars, when you have barriers in these streets closed off. You have these troops from overseas patrolling the people. What is Yahweh Shai gonna do then? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. What is he gonna do then? You see? That's levels up right there. Yeah. Okay? So that's what we are trying to prepare for. You see? And we're trying to prepare you by letting you know of these things and bringing it out. Okay, because the scripture say what? To warn the people, blow the trumpet so that we can warn the people. And that's what we have to do. We're trying to warn you that this is not going to continue to be where you have kids riding scooters down the sidewalk, dressed up in uniforms. It's not going to always be like that, okay? You see what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to have the comfort that you used to have all the time. So what are you going to do in those times? You see?
Right.
What are you going to do? You're not going to be able to smoke a cigarette you see what I'm saying? This thing is going to become it's going to become real, man.
Yeah,
look at Venezuela. Look what they're going through right now.
Yeah.
Okay? They've been going through it for the last year, man. Look at what they've been going through. Them people's life has been totally changed. Okay? Puerto Rico felt it during the storm 2 years ago. Okay? What storm was that? Irma. See, they felt it then. What it was? They went what? 6 months.
Yeah,
8 months without no power.
Right.
No fresh water. You see what I'm saying? So you, when these things happen, you think they expected that to happen? They didn't expect it. You see? So when these missiles hit, when Russia released these hypersonic missiles, okay, you think the people are gonna be expecting it? No. You know, Jake told me, he said, well, as long as you got a mask in that day, you're gonna be okay, you fucking idiot. You're stupid, man. Excuse my French. Listen, a mask is not gonna save you from a missile hitting, a nuclear missile hitting in downtown Atlanta, you right here. In Houston, Texas, and you right here. In Florida, and you right here. And the reports and articles already been showing that Russia is able to get up on the coast of Florida and launch those hypersonic missiles. You can't even hear them coming. You can't even see them. The missile defense system can't even detect them. Okay, so what are you gonna do when you ain't gonna be able to make it you ain't gonna make it to Home Depot to get a mask. You see what I'm saying? You're not even gonna be able to get a mask in that day. You see? Bring it out, huh?
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. It says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time.
Woo!
When it falleth suddenly upon them.
That's right. Caught in an evil time when it falls suddenly upon you. You see that? No time to prepare. The only preparation you have is now. That's why the scripture says, seek me while I may be found. Or seek Yahushua while he may be found. You see? You're not going to have time in that day. You're not going to have time when that evil day coming. Okay?
That's right.
So you have to seek these things now while you can. Okay? Come on, bring it out, huh? That was it, bro?
Yeah, that was it.
Come on, bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 7. It says, make no tarrying the terms of the Lord, putting that off from day to day.
See that? Don't put it off from day to day. Don't put off what you can do today to tomorrow. No, don't put it off. Okay? Because you'll find yourself coming up short. Okay? So don't sell yourself short. Continue on.
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come. It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord shall come forth.
That word suddenly. It says, suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come. Suddenly. Okay? Suddenly. Meaning you don't know, man. Hey, Yahushua say he's gonna come like a thief in the night.
Oh,
that's that same thing. Finish that out and bring it out. Right?
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
That shall be destroyed. See? All because you didn't what? Didn't take the time to prepare.
Right.
Okay? You wasn't a spiritual prepper. You see? For the day of destruction. All because you didn't want to read. You didn't want to read. Only thing you did was make jokes. Oh, I got the Bible on my nightstand and I read it from time to time. No. See? So sudden destruction is going to come upon you. Okay?
That's right.
Because this thing is all the way serious, man. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Yahweh Shema Shah going to come like a thief in the night. Bring it out, Oscar.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Woo! The time is at hand. So blessed is the man that read it. Read it what? Read it the scriptures. So because this is the spirit of Yahushua. See, so if you read this, then you gaining the spirit of Yahweh Shai. See that? So blessed is the man that readeth what? From the day of the destruction is destruction is coming.
That's right. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
You see?
That's right.
So that's what we're out here to do and to teach our people to do. Okay? To teach the men and the women that listen, we need to be more focused on Yahweh Shema Shai, reading, trying to become more spiritual, because we're gonna need this. You see, we're not gonna always have it.
If I can add as well, if you go into the Greek, I mean, you go to the Greek word for that word read, Revelation 1:3, it says to read, also to comprehend, man. You guys, big-headed Christians that read the Bible front and back, they'll be able to quote scriptures, but don't understand nothing the Bible talk about.
Yeah, like Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, this damn monkey, Alton Johnson. But your ass might be a tear, man.
Yeah,
you know. But they'll read the Bible front and back, you know.
Yeah.
They can't understand basic scriptures.
Yes.
I got a good precept for that. This is brother speaking on these wacky Christians. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18.
Don't get us started.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? And the Lord is asking, to what end is it for you Christians? Because the brother had just spoke on it, how these guys that had that Bible, you know, collecting dust sitting on top of the TV on the nightstand, and they'll pick it up only when they got a bill to pay. You know, they can't make drink or something. Then they probably pick it up and go to the book of Proverbs. That's the only book they Christians never quote out of, man. But the Lord said, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So the Lord is telling you, like, contrary to popular beliefs, it isn't going to be a Skittles colored rainbow hand coming out of the sky to receive all people up. The Lord said it's going to be a day of darkness, man. So what is it for you to think that you're prepared for that day, man?
Right.
You ain't did no work for the Lord. You ain't tried to cut off anything to prove to yourself, prove to the Lord that you're worthy to be saved, man.
Right.
So what end is it for you? When you got men actually out here trying to get it in righteousness, man. And we don't even know if we're gonna make it or not. So what end is it for you, man?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta cook one out.
Hey, can I?
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
That's right. With all what? Get what? Understanding.
Yeah.
So you can't just read the Bible from front to back and think you done did something.
Right.
Because that's what these Christians do. Well, I done read the Bible 3 times from front to back. Okay, well, do you understand the prophecy? You see? Do you understand a simple verse? Okay, what's saying that what? Like what? The man that leaning to his own understanding shall be destroyed. Do you understand that? No, you don't. Okay, so you have to lean to the understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, you can take one verse, and that one verse can be very deep. Okay, you can go into that one verse, but if you put in your mind that I'm gonna read the Bible from front to back, you ain't gonna put that time into that one verse. See, and get the total breakdown of it. Okay, just like the microchip. If you go into Revelation into the microchip, the mark of the beast, you ain't, and don't put the time into, because you can go a whole hour into that. You see what I'm saying? You can go a whole hour or longer. You see what I'm saying? But you not gonna get the whole understanding unless you really take the time. But if you got that mind, I'm gonna read Genesis to Revelation. You're not gonna get the understanding like that. You see?
They ain't how the scriptures work, man.
They ain't how they work.
You gotta, it's precept upon precept, man. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna read Genesis. You can't read scriptures like that, man. You know? You gotta link the precept. The Bible is a puzzle. You know? You gotta piece it together to get the full understanding.
Yep, that's right.
Can I bring out this quick one real quick? All right, this is going into what you were saying about the preparation, because you think you'll be able to prepare for that destruction. Right. This is Zechariah 14:12, and it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall be consumed away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
See that? So how you gonna prepare for that? how you gonna prepare for that right there now? Well, you got to be into the scriptures. You see, that is a very detailed picture of what it would look like of someone that didn't prepare themselves and get the understanding of the scriptures, man. Right. That's a very detailed picture of someone that is not a part of the elect of Israel.
That's right.
That's what that is. You see, when the missiles hit, when these nuclear missiles and these hypersonic missiles, when these Yahweh Shah come back, okay, to destroy this place, that's a vivid picture, man. That's right. Okay. But you don't believe in the old, what were you reading it up? Zechariah. You don't believe in the Old Testament? You see? Okay, well in that day you will believe.
Hey, which is crazy because you like you mentioned the Christians, right? How they don't believe in the Old Testament. But what do you think Yahweh Shah was teaching from? Right. You know, all he was doing was quoting the Old Testament, man. That's right. Yahweh Shah wasn't teaching out of the book of Matthew, man. Right. That's stupidity, man. Right. You know? Yeah. Give me Titus.
Yeah.
But they read the New Testament where the Lord tells you, hey man, he came not to destroy the prophets nor the law, man.
That's right.
But they, you know, these Christians, they'll gloss right over that. Hey, now that's doo-doo right there. That stuff over there to keep it moving.
Yep. You got that out.
Yeah, come. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. And this is the prophet Ezra speaking. It says, woe is me.
Woe is me.
Woe is me.
Destruction is me. You see? So that, hey, when these missiles hit, man, that's the spirit that we're in. Like, listen, this thing is gonna happen. So we got to get right. We got to know what's going on. We got to try to call on Yahweh Shah now. Prepare ourselves because this thing is coming. We want the salvation. Okay, like the Christians say that they want to be saved. But this is what we want to be saved from, right here. The destruction, okay? That same destruction that Ezra saw. That's what we want to be delivered. That's what we want to be saved from, okay? And then when Yahweh Shah deliver and save the elect and send us back down, Esau, you're going into chains. Just got to let you know that. You're going into chains, Esau. Continue, huh?
It says, starting at back at verse 17. Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
That's right. Yahweh Shah is going to deliver the elect in those days. Continue, huh?
The beginnings of sorrow.
The beginning of sorrows. Continue, huh?
And great mourning.
And great mourning. This ain't no happy time. This is not a happy time. Continue, huh?
The beginning of famine and great death.
See that? Great death. See that? So a lot of slaying is going on. The Lord said what? Isaiah 66, that the slain of the Lord shall be many, shall be upon all men, okay? So woe is me, meaning, hey, Yahweh Shah, Baba Kashah, please destroy me. Because without you, then I'm destroyed. Help thou me, okay? Help thou us, the Akim that's pushing, the hopeful elect, okay? The hopeful elect and their family and women and children, you see? That's what we want. We want that deliverance, man. That's enough to keep us pushing throughout every day of the week. No matter what Esau put on us, no matter what hellhole he tried to put up on us, we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to push. Because guess what? Yahweh Shah is going to win at the end. You see? And we just got to continue to do our part. Ain't no losing on this side. You're only winning with Yahweh Shah. The 12 tribes of Israel is going to win with Yahweh Shah. Okay? James 1 and 12. And then I'm going to step down in a second. Continue a little bit more on that.
It says the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear.
That's right, the beginning of wars. Hey, we in those times, man, when these wars is beginning. The wars have been begun. Okay? We just have to wait until Yahweh Shah bring what? All these nations unto that valley so that he can destroy them. You see? That's what we're waiting on. Okay? Don't you want to be delivered? You got people walking around with masks, can't even breathe outside. Okay? What kind of pleasure is that? Okay? You might as well stay in the house. Okay? Continue, huh?
Okay, come. It says, and the power shall stand in fear.
That's right.
That's your elite, man.
That's right.
That's your elite men. That's why they're coming against the truth now. They want to get they want to shut down the internet.
Right.
You know, because why? Because they don't want the people to wake up, man. The Israelites to wake up. All right. It says, "What shall I do when these evils shall come?"
That's right. All right, come.
It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment."
That's right. See that? So all that is sent, man, for amendment. Okay? So guess what? A change is gonna come. That change is coming, man. So we praying for these things. We praying for these hypersonic. We praying for Putin to launch these hypersonic missiles. We're praying for China to get with them and launch these missiles so that we can do what? Bring upon the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shah, the kingdom of heaven. Last scripture, I'm gonna step down. Go ahead, Al.
This is James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation. You see, so while we're being tempted, while we're being tried on our day-to-day life, okay, then we want to be blessed on the other side, but guess how we're going to have to do it? We're going to have to continue to call on Yahweh Shema Shai, pray to the name because it's deliverance in the name, okay, and then do what? We'll be able to look back and say, you know what? We made it. Okay, when Yahweh Shai delivered the elect, and Lord willing, we're up on the chariot, we can say we made it, brother. Okay, the change have really come. Okay, continue on.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
That's right, the crown of life which the Lord promised to them that love him. That's what we're seeking after. Okay, that's enough to keep us pushing and to keep us going in our day-to-day thing, man, in this truth, and continue to push from day to day, year to year, season to season, in season, out of season. We're going to continue to push because we want the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, and we want you to receive the kingdom. Okay, so that's why we're going to continue to warn our people, teach our people, because we want 12 tribes of Israel to wake up, the 144,000, the elect, the great multitude, the 1/3. We want them to wake up, the confusion of faces. Okay, we want them to wake up so that Yahweh Shema Shai can be glorified and the kingdom will come where righteousness will rule the earth. Okay?
Right.
So with that, we got another brother burned in the spirit.
Got anything?
I think y'all are going to step up the reading.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And
Read that again, bro.
it's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Yeah, so we have to really understand the time and season that we in. All right? Because as it's written, there's a season and time for everything under heaven, man. All right, everything that moves, that shakes, all right, there's a time and a purpose for everything, all right, because Yahweh Shai was the power. He gave the commandment to Yahweh Shai, all right, in the first spirits created, all right, to create everything. All right,
Verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
yeah, a time to be born and a time to die, all right. So even us, we came into this realm of this world, so to speak, through the flesh, all right. But we understand that our time to die isn't when our flesh literally dies. Our time to die is now, man. All right. It's like Romans 12. Read that again, starting from that time to be born.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 2. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Yeah, and what we're doing now is we're actually planting, man. All right. In which we're planting spiritual things given to us, knowledge, wisdom, understanding by Yahweh Shai through our apostles and elders. All right, so we can, Lord willing, plant more spiritual seeds and get more spiritual fruit. All right, because we're actually fruit of seeds that were planted in us by other men.
It's verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal.
Yeah, time to kill and a time to heal. All right, which we, Spike, 4th chapter 4 and 6, which we as a people were Spike, get that real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Yeah, so this is going to continuation of prophecy, man. All right? In which going back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, all right, from 16 to 68, we understand that our people are cursed people, man. All right? And that's why we're doing our best to once again continue to plant spiritual seeds, man. All right, the same way in which those spiritual seeds were planted in us, through our apostles, through our elders, through the men in these camps, all right? Because they're fruit of the works of the apostles and elders, all right? And they becoming fruit, they continue to plant seeds, man. The same thing we're doing, man. All right? It's just another part of the Heavenly Father's algorithm, man. All right, a set of steps, so to speak. In which we have understanding of those steps, you know, and we say that humbly, all right, in the Holy Spirit by taking heed to the words that are written in the book therein. All right, continue on that. Sure.
Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself should discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And this is the land that we knew not, man. All right, because previous to the Northern Kingdom coming here, this is the land that wasn't dwelt in, man. All right, and we understand that through the book of Ezra, which is what a continuation of prophecy, man. All right, and the accounts of our people. All right, continue.
It says, "For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever."
And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah, is our spiritual Father, man. All right, for the rest of the heathens, He doesn't really care about them like that, man. They just here to fill in the extras in this movie, so to speak. Once again, this algorithm, man. All right. But because of that fire that we put in the heart of our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah, He had no choice but punish and chastise us, man. All right? But we just have to do our part to endure that chastisement. Because we know that by enduring that chastisement, we're going to be made right. So when our Lord, our big brother returns, Yahweh Shah, we're going to be made right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Through the covenant, man. All right? Through the promises, man. Through the new covenant, man. All right? Somebody get that Baruch.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. And it says, "Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath."
Somebody get that Romans 12. Read that again, bro.
It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath."
We have to have a certain level of understanding as well that we dying, but we ain't really dying, man. We still alive. You dying to the flesh, but you actually living in the spirit, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even when a fruit falls that has seeds, yeah, it's dying, but it's just going through it's sleep, so to speak. Because the extension of that fruit is the seed. All right, so we dying in the flesh, but we actually growing in the spirit, man. We connected, we elevated, so to speak, man. All right, but we understand that we must needs to elevate because continuing to line that dormant state, so to speak, will lead you to death and destruction, man. That's why I said we dying, but we can't really look at it too tough like that, man. We actually live. We're not dying. We live in the. We died in the flesh to live for the Father and the Messiah, man. Right. It's like that. Romans real quick.
It's Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
It says a living sacrifice. All right. It's Apostle Paul said that we present. All right, which is a verb. It's an action word, man. I mean, you got to put in work. You got to put in work to actively die. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Good.
You know what I mean? That's why I said we can't even look at it like we dying, man. We look at it like we living, man. Yeah. We finally, the truth of the Holy Scriptures touched our spirit, man. We finally have an opportunity to truly live, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, we died in the flesh, but fuck the flesh, man. We living for the spirit, man. Start again from the top off, for sure.
It's Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you
by the mercies of the Most High, all right? Because even that's a continuation of certain covenants that were given to us, certain promises as well. All right, you go back to Genesis, the 49th chapter. We got promises to overcome in the end, man. Overcome in the last, man. You know what I'm saying? The scepter should not depart from Judah, man, until Shiloh comes. Surely Gad as a troop will overcome in the end. All these things, man. We always speak about us being a body as a nation. All right, so those promises are given to certain tribes. It's given to all the tribes, man.
That's right. God.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's why we gotta die in the flesh to live for the brotherhood, man. To live for the nation. All right? Continue, bro.
It says that ye present that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Holy being separate, all right? Kodash, separate, clean, rinsed, all right? And acceptable, man. Meaning that when Yahweh Shai, being our mediator, comes in, be like, all right, we're gonna save them, we're gonna put them to death, all right? We're gonna bash his head against that rock, all right? We're gonna cut off his leg and smash his head into this billboard right here. You're gonna be found acceptable, man, all right? And it says, which is our reasonable service. Meaning that for all the times that we as a people, all right, because we stand here and we hope and pray that we are the leaders of our nation, all right, which means that at a certain point in time in history, we all went off, man. All right, we all are trying to actively repent for sins of not just this life, which we all went off grievously in this life, but of past lives as well, man. All right, and one of the sins that we committed, all right, was not serving our Lord Yahweh Shai, putting Him first, man.
Right.
Because anything else is idolatry, man. You know. And it says it's our reasonable service, all right? I mean, it's very reasonable for Yahweh Shai to ask anything of us, man, all right? Did not the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh asked Abraham to sacrifice his only son in the flesh, his son in the flesh, Isaac, all right? But he found it holy and acceptable that Abraham would even consider that sacrifice and actually get ready to go through it, man, all right? Which we don't understand that Isaac is Yahweh Shai in the reincarnation, all right? But it was about the mentality and the servanthood of serving our Lord, our power in our Lord, Yahweh Shai. That's what the Most High really want to see. You really want to see is this really a man truly after my own heart? He'll sacrifice his only son. He'll sacrifice his son in the flesh, man.
Right.
All right. But what did the Most High do at that time? It was really Yahweh working with Abraham. He supplied a ram to sacrifice, man. All right, because the Most High, he's gonna find a way out for us, man. We just have to just know, believe, and trust that, man, and follow the Holy Spirit. That's right.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, mention basically how we basically die daily. All right, but our spirit is getting constantly built up, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4:16. This is for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Yeah, because it appears that we actually dying, but we just dying in the flesh, man. We're mortifying our members. Which really that's getting closer to the true life, man. Because you move in the spirit. You're not gonna move in the spirit and go off and do things that are against Yahweh Shai's will. When you move in the spirit, you're doing things that are actually in alignment that actually please the Most High, man. All right? In which throughout our whole life we've been taught to do things that displease Yahweh Shai, but now is our time to actually get it in, so to speak, man. All right, do what we actually created to do. All right, Quan Nasrallah, baby.
That's right.
This is just quoted it. This is Colossians 3. I'm starting out 2. It says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah, set your affections on things above. All right, but your affection is the love, man. All right, things that you actually hold near and dear to really your spirit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And not on things below, all right? Because everything that we see is going to be destroyed, man. All right? These people in their funny hats, all right? These people in their tight pants are going to be destroyed, man. Point blank, period. Unless they actually serve Yahweh, unless they're of the stock of Israel, and they serve Yahweh Shai in sincerity and humble and meekness, man. That's the real deal, no matter what. That's why we can't look at this stuff. Look, let's go into it again, man. You can't look at the world through carnal eyes. We must needs embrace the spirit of looking at things through a spiritual lens, man. All right? No more than that, Bishop?
Yeah, it says, read again. It says, set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. Verse 3, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in the Most High.
If you're going to be dead, you hid in anything. But that going to show you too. It said you dead, but you hid. If you're fully dead, how you gonna be hidden anything? You're dead in the flesh, but your spirit is hid in Yahweh Shai, man. All right? In which Yahweh Shai, Noma Omen, he saves, he delivers. hiding under the umbrella of salvation, man. Because we understand the times of the year. We understand why we're here as a people. All right? We understand why our families are destroyed. Right? We understand why our spirit just don't feel right and why we just can't, it don't feel right, man. All right? Because we're still into the curses, man. All right? But our salvation is hid in Yahweh Shai, man. All right? The one who the world eagerly calls Jesus Christ. That's right. All right? Is anyone on that?
Yeah, I read verse 4. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall we also appear with him in glory.
Yeah, when Yahweh Shai, who is our life.
Yep.
When our life shall appear, and we shall appear in glory. But that begins now, man. All right? It begins now. All right? By us continuing to just fight, man. Fight the good fight of faith. All right?
I can keep going. Verse 5. Mortify therefore your members, which are upon the earth.
Yeah, your members are upon the earth, man. All right, continue.
Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
It's idolatry, man. Anything that, well, I'll say this, most things that feed your flesh, all right, will lead you to eternal damnation. You know, that's why you gotta follow. If you follow the spirit first, those things that come to your flesh, you'll be righteous, man. You know, everything. You know, drinking water, you know, drinking a Guinness is not unlawful to unleavened bread. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not the water, but I'm talking about the Guinness. It's all about following the spirit first. Somebody get Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21:21 says, "He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor." Yeah, he that followeth it again, bro. Proverbs 20:21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy. Following after righteousness and mercy. All right. Which righteousness is doing things that are accordance and alignment with the Holy Scriptures. All right. And mercy going its way. All right. Continuing to hide in Yahweh Shai. All right. Trying to make our body live a sacrifice now. Okay. So that when Yahweh Shai comes back to judge the whole world, all right, we'll have that mercy built up in Yahweh Shai. We're found worthy enough to be saved, man. It says, after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness and honor. Yeah, life, you find life, righteousness, and honor, man. All right? Meaning by mortifying the members and storing up our treasures in heaven now, all right, that's when we'll really be found honorable, man. All right? Yeah. That's what's going to fulfill the prophecy written in Ezra about Yahweh Shai putting the crown upon your head, man. That's what's going to really be able to feel full in the spirit, man. All right, because the laws be written on inward parts. All right, but that comes with really an understanding of the entirety of the book, man. All right, the entirety of understanding things going back to the Garden of Eden. All right, up until this very moment, and then having the spirit of being the visionary to look forward, man. You know, continuing that time.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "Ye were sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath."
Yeah, we were sold to the nations not for our destruction, all right, but because of our iniquities, man. Because of our transgressions, all right. Because of us not just saying, you know what, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kakadash, I'm gonna trust him fully hope and pray to earnestly do your will, man. All right, and everything else, keep it pushing forward, man. It's like that good soldier, man. We all are what? We all put our name on the contract of these soldiers up here, man. Right. You know? Continue, bro.
And it says, "You were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils."
So like, read that again.
Yeah.
It says, "For you provoked him that made you."
So we provoked Yahweh Shai who made us. Continue.
God. By sacrificing unto devils.
By sacrificing unto devils. All right. And even to this day, a part of the devils that our people sacrifice is the nation of Edom, the so-called white man.
If I could just say real quick, as soon as you said devils, looked over here, spirit. Every single one of them looked over here, and as brother said, devils, man.
It resonated in their spirit. It resonated with their spirit.
Every last Edomite that just walked by, literally went like this.
But it happens a lot when his brother be
speak. You know.
Brother saw him. I ain't even noticed it. Yeah. No, I had the brother read that precept, seeing her coming up to set him up, you know. But
It's Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets.
See, that was a secret, man. Those secrets, the secret was that herd of spiritual wildebeest felt like there were devils in the spirit, man. But I didn't see it, but the brother could see it going to the body. I didn't catch it, but the brother caught it. They were condemning the spirit. But they know, Esau know, man. Yeah. Esau knows something is up out here, man. Yeah, okay. All right. But what he don't know is that Yahshua Allah is rising, man. Right. That's what he can't see. All right, because that spirit of understanding the truth of things, the essence and beauty and just pure truth of things is not given to the basis of man, man. Okay. It's given to a certain elect number of men, all right? Men, women, and children, all right? Of the nation of Israel. All right, there's 12 tribes, you know?
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing when he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
So they go into a proper balance. Because think about it, man. The Most High, when it comes to his judgments, and even in a judiciary system, all right? You have to actually go through the steps before you get a sentence. All right. So a part of this kingdom sentence is the Lord power, Yahweh Shai, raising his prophets and putting the spirit on his prophets or his men to push out the condemnation and the judgments out here, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High Yahweh Shai, being a firm and proper and just man, he wouldn't just go right from evidence to execution. It's a matter of let's weigh it out, man. What's going on here? Let's peel back the layers of this onion. All right. Let me get my lawyers, you know, my evidence gatherers, or my cross examiners. Let me get them, raise them up, push it out there. All right. And then when the sentence is made, when Yahweh Shai gets that sentence to go, my son, go. When the sentence is made, it's coming with the full judgment execution, man. And the pardons. They go into the mercies and the grace. You know?
Verse 7. For he provoked them that made you by sacrificing to the devils and not to Yahweh.
Yeah, sacrificing unto devils. We're going to sacrifice unto other gods first and foremost. But like I said, that's what I was getting ready to say before that herd of nobodies got condemned. Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, our people in the spirit actually put Esau as a god, as a nation of people who deserve some type of power or authority. All right, when all actuality, they were made to be proper slaves. All right, even by them going off, they're just made. Esau just made to go off. Man. All right, the same spirit. All right, that was put in the man to deceive Eve. The same spirit is in the nation of Edom, man. All right, the so-called white man, you red Hebrew Edomites, are not a group of people who deserve any praise. Right. Period, man. Right. All they deserve is all your teeth knocked out. All right, funny haircuts, face bash, dismembered limbs, baby smashed against the stones. All right, and nice long 18-hour days, man. If I'm fully gracious. That's what y'all deserve, man. That's right. And that's a right and proper judgment from our Lord, man. That's right. Going back to all the iniquities that y'all have done throughout history, man. I'm not even gonna talk about this.
Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Yeah, arise and shine, man. All right. Spirit said, I don't even want to talk about them right now, man. Right. All right, because it's not about them, man. It's about us. That's right. All right. Starting with Yahweh. Bringing down the Yahweh Shai, his men, his angels, his mighty men, all right? the rest of the nation coming back together, man. That's what it's about, man. It's about salvation, man. We shun not to give you the whole gospel, man. And a big portion of the gospel is salvation, man.
That's right.
All right, but salvation comes through actually a desire in righteousness, man. All right, having that be something that there's an earning and a burning to be righteous, man.
That's right.
All right, to do the will of Yahweh. Continue, bro.
It says, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Yeah, the glory of the Lord, man, is upon us, man. All right, Romans 3:3. It don't matter if anybody believes it, man. We believe it. All right. And there's men, women, and children coming behind us that believe it, man. All right, that are drawn to the spirit that's in these camps. All right, that are drawn to the understanding of the breakdowns that we're able to come out with through the spirit, man. All right, everybody else is just extras, man. All right, somebody get Proverbs 16 and 4.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. It says, the Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself.
Yeah, the Most High made all things for him. All right? See?
It says, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked for the day of evil, man. All right? And we can't wait for the day of evil, man.
True.
We can't wait for it, man. All right? Because that day of evil is a proper judgment, man. All right? For all the pain, all the heartache, all the atrocities, the killings, the murdering, man. All right? All the pain our people have gone through, man. That's what the day of evil equals for us in our spirit, man. That's gonna be a great day to see complete chaos in these streets, man. That's right. All right? Because in that day we can do what? We can give more glory and praise to our power, Yahweh Shai, for being with us no matter what, man.
Right.
Read that again, bro.
It's, Proverbs 16 and 4.
Need another
It
band.
says the Lord
Nah, it's
Yahweh
charged. It's
hath
charged
made
up.
all
Yeah, it's
things
charged
for
up.
himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right, man. So that day of evil isn't made for the righteous man, woman, and child. That day of evil is made for the wicked, man. All right? And that's why it's important for us to just fully just embrace it, man. Fully embrace the spirit, the will of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because by doing that, you're doing what? You're hiding in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's right. Everything else is BS, man. That's the real deal, man. Continue to Isaiah. Anybody got something? I got you.
It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Yeah, darkness is covering this whole earth, man. All right? Even though it's a beautiful day, or man was in the yard doing a little yard work, you know. Get it in a little bit. Got them to wash the car a little bit, you know. But even though it's a beautiful day, in the flesh, it's a dark day in the spirit.
Yeah.
Because gross darkness is covering this earth, man. To where men of our nation still bald their hairs and shave their beard. To where men of our nation bow down and put the woman before the Most High.
That's right. Yep.
Come on, man.
1 John 5 and 19.
And gross darkness the people.
And gross darkness the people, man. These people are through. All right? That's why it's so important for us to continue to let our light shine in this dark society, man.
That's right.
Because it's gonna get to a point these people won't even the Most High might block the sun out. Then what? Wasn't that a plague in Egypt? That thick darkness. You can't even get an understanding of anything around you because that darkness, man. And that's what's like in the spirit right now, man. See?
It says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee.
Yeah, the Lord, man. Yahweh Shai shall arise upon us. See?
And this glory shall be upon thee.
And the glory is upon us, man.
That's right.
And we see it and we feel it, man.
That's right.
All right? Can't nobody tell us anything otherwise, man. Point blank, period. All right?
Right.
If you feel anything counter to that, hey, that's your doctrine. You're going to live by it. You're going to die by it, man.
You got demons on you.
This is Matthew 5 and 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
That's basic, man. How you gonna hide a city set on the hill, man? All right. And how about you? How Shah saying that we're that city on the hill, man?
Yep.
Embrace that, man.
That's right.
You know, everybody can't fulfill that lot.
Right.
Only a certain elect number of men, women, and children can fulfill that lot, man. But with that saying, it's about men.
It says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all in the house. Let your light so shine before men that ye may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's right. So we're gonna let our light shine. Like the brother said, this is for us. Okay. This is a thing of you so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans. Okay. The 12 tribes of Israel. This is our thing. So we're gonna let our light shine. We're that city on that hill. Okay, that's gonna shine. So we letting our light shine. How? By pushing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. We let the light, the glory of Yahweh Shema Shai rain. Okay. We letting it flow. You see? So yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Letting our light shine, and we're gonna continue to do that. Yeah. You know, because Yahweh Shema Shai said it, and we're gonna let it shine upon who it says upon men. Okay, so that's what we're doing. You got it, bro.
Right.
This is 1 John 5:19, and it says, "And we know that we are of the Most High, and the world lieth in wickedness." And it says, verse 20, "And we know that the Son of the Most High has come and has given us an understanding that we may know that is true."
That's true, man. They say we know, all right? Meaning we don't need anybody else to confirm or deny it for us, man. All right? The confirmer and the deniers will be the angels who have been charged by Yahweh Shah. All right? All the other opinions, man, keep it to yourself, man. You better keep it to yourself, man. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, 1 John 1 and 5. This then is the message which we have heard of him and declare unto you, that the Most High is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
You can't have a place or a space in which light and dark coexist, man.
Right.
But they're brother out in matching. All right. You can't serve two masters. All right. Which is why we got to have a certain level of understanding of what's right and what's wrong. Right. All right.
First John 1 and 5. This then is the message which we have heard of him and declare unto you.
The message that we've heard of him, that we've heard of Yahweh Shai, all right? And we declare it unto you. See?
That the Most High is light.
The Most High is light. The Most High is life.
That's right.
To the point that we don't mind sacrificing a Saturday afternoon, man.
Right.
All right? That's nothing. That's light work.
Right.
You know? That's right. Because we know our life lies in fulfilling these prophecies, man. All right? And allowing our light to shine before men. All right? And embracing the challenge of being that city set on the hill. All right? Because our forefathers couldn't do it. Somebody got to do it.
God.
Why not us?
God.
Why not the young, the strong, the vibrant?
God.
And if you're a little older in the flesh, man, whatever, man.
Not in
You
spirit.
got the calling, follow the spirit, man, like the brother said. All right? Because that fire, man, that fire of the truth, all right? The spirit, when it touches you, all right? The beauty of the fellowship and the brotherhood, you won't find it anywhere else but right here in these camps, man.
Right.
Got more on that?
Yeah, read one more verse. It says that the Most High is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
So we ain't worried about that, man. We ain't worried about the darkness, the gross darkness that encapsulates this world, man. We worry about trying to get as much spiritual vitamin D as possible, man. Because we know that Isaiah 33:6, All right, that spiritual vitamin D is wisdom and knowledge.
That's right.
All right.
Yep. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5.
Yeah.
And I'll start at verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." But
it's like they say of the time and seasons, there's not even need for to be written unto us, man. Because the writing's on the wall, man. All right? And we also understand the prophecy that Yahweh Shah will come back as a thief in the night. So ain't no time. Somebody get Ecclesiastes 12 start the chapter. Time. So ain't no time to tarry, man. All right, Yahweh Shah, by Shemekah Kodash, risen his men through the spirit, and now it's time to hold on. Hang tight, man. Hold fast. Hold fast to what you have, man. Whatever it is. You got that one talent, hold fast to that one talent and get ready to trade it, man.
That's right.
Have the faith to trade it, man. All right? You got 2 talents, you go into that too. Give thanks to the chapter. If you got 2 talents, I said it's like you. I said the one talent I just said, you got 1 talent, give thanks for that 1 talent. That's why I should have said Salaki. You got 1 talent, give thanks for that 1 talent, and have the faith to put all you have up. And the faith that's gonna come back with usable.
Yeah.
You know?
verse 4, it says, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief."
Yeah, we're not dark. We're not in darkness, man. We say that humbly. But we have the spiritual scopeo on Esau Edom, man. He making a move. What you doing, Esau? Making a move. Where you going, Esau? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the darkness, man. The darkness is going to come with Esau Edom, man. Mm-hmm. All right? It was really Yahweh Bashim Yahushua the one bringing the darkness. All right? But he's using Esau Edom as the mechanism, all right, or the conduit, all right, to bring that darkness, man. Sorry.
It says, verse 5, it says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day.
We're children of light, man. All right? I mean, this word was meant for us and our people, man. All right? We don't get too caught up in that because we know that first, before it is getting written into the hearts and spirit of all our people, it must first be written into the 144,000 elect men. All right? We don't get too caught up in who is not written in and written for, man. All right? See?
It says, we are not of the night nor of darkness, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
Damn, you say the breastplate of faith and love. All right? I mean, we have to have enough faith in Yahweh Shah to do whatever he asks of us, man. And through that, through the spirit of love. All right? And not just love for you and your household, but for you and your nation, man. All right? Because if you got love for your household, you should have a similar love for the righteous of your nation. Are we not all of one body? Different members, different officers. Right. Let's have
Yeah.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as others do, as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
The hope of salvation, man. All right? Because we understand the time of the season. And we know the prophecy of Yahweh Shah returning as a thief in the night. Okay? We have to have that breastplate to the faith and love and the helmet of salvation. Man, if I can just say, man, brothers just submit to the will of Yahweh Shah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? sometimes you just get up here and it's like words get so heavy, man. You almost don't feel like you're worthy to speak the words, man. Like I said, both sides, somebody gotta do it, man. Jeremiah 1:5 real quick, man. Fuck me.
That's right.
First brother,
This is Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
yeah, man. All right, before Yahweh Shah formed us in the belly, he knew us, man. All right, he made us holy and sanctified, meaning that Yahweh Shah knew that we would be in this world, but we actively want to fight it off, man. All right, and he also formed certain men in the belly to be prophets, man. That's what it is, man. So don't be in that Jonah spirit trying to run. Don't be in that Jonah spirit trying to run, man.
Yeah.
All right. You feel that spirit of prophecy on you, man, and Most High is drawing you to these altars, man. Get ready, gird up the loins as a man, like Scripture said. All right. But he has something.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 39. Now I'll start at verse 33. It says, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. You know, so like how the brother, you know, was speaking on earlier, you know, everything, you know, is for a reason, man. Basically, you know, even death, life and death, rich and poor, you know, but even proud and everything, you know, everything is for a reason, and it's all of the Lord, man. You know, so like the brother going into, man, if you feel like the spirit of prophecy, you need to get out to the highways and byways, you know, link up with the brothers. Hey, do it, man. Don't hesitate, man, because the Lord, you know, is putting that spirit on you.
Come.
You know, it's all for the better good, man. You know, it's right. It's verse 34. It says, so that a man cannot say, this is worse than that. For in time they should all be well approved. Hey, it says, it says, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that. And that's what's the word I'm looking for? That I wish I did this, I wish I did that. Right. You know, being late, you know. So to speak. Hey, go ahead and do it, man. That's right. You know.
If I can say, your brothers know, I studied the workings of Floyd Mayweather, man. That's one thing that Floyd always spoke about. What people don't understand the work ethic that Floyd has. No one gets to that point in a career, especially a career as hard and difficult as boxing, and have that amount of success without being a hard worker. Floyd is a very hard worker. All right. The one thing about his work ethic is he says that as his fights and his bouts get close, he don't slack off in his labor and his work. He still train hard up until the finish line.
Yeah, I step in. That's the times one.
All right. So with that, you gotta keep that in mind. It's like you don't want to get to the fight, get to Jacob's trouble, get to when all hell break loose, and you have any inkling of doubt in your mind because of your lack of labor. You want to fully maximize your labor as much as possible and your work as much as possible, up and coming through salvation. All right.
Yeah, this is John chapter 12, verse 35. It says, then Yahweh said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light.
Meaning this is a slacker. This is a short walk, man. You know? Lord willing, I don't know the way, but Lord willing, if we're prophets in the mid of old, this is our last time prophesying, man. Lord willing, I don't see no other way, man. You know?
Right.
But just think about it that way. It's a short time that this life will be with us to do this work, man. A short time, a short period. All right? Take full advantage, man. That's right.
Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not where he goeth.
And that darkness is coming, man. Right. That dark, evil times is coming. All right, and also make sure to keep the light before that time. Because this world, don't get it twisted, man. This world has a strong pull on it, man. A little, this came out of what? The Pesach, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. That's right. All right. You be thinking you good, and the Most High give you a little correction. Bah. Like, damn, I tighten up, man. You think you good? Bow, bow. The next time that we didn't see it, the next thing you know, the Most High give you a big boy spiritual foot straight from the exit door, man. I gave you this light, you ain't walking with it. Right. I gave you your talent or your talents. You ain't doing what I told you to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we gotta take heed to these words, man.
Yeah, one more verse. It says, verse 36, while ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light. These things spake Yahushua and departed, and then hid himself from them.
Because Yahushua is the light.
Yep.
He's like, yo, while I'm here, get the light, man. Walk with the light. I'm giving you the light. But now Yahushua isn't with us in the physical. We're with us in the spiritual. So while we have the light, trust and believe that we have the light, man. That's right. All right? Do what the light bearer tells you to do. Walk with the light the way that the light bearer says, walk with the light. All right? And have the ultimate, you gotta have faith, man. You gotta have faith, man. You know? You gotta diligently seek the Most High. You gotta have faith that He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek it.
This is Revelation chapter 22 and 12. And it says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
See, Jake be off, man. But the thing about it is, Jake be off for very good reasons. One reason that Jake be off is Jake doesn't understand that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is balanced enough to where He'll reward you for your works. All right? And the thing about it is, Romans 8, you know, the thing about it is, He's going to actually give us an abundant reward for this reasonable service. Because that's also how gracious our Lord is, our spiritual Father is, man. That's how humble our spiritual Father is. He was like, listen, y'all went off. I tried to get you right. I tried to get you right. I sent you prophets. I chastised you.
Yes, sir. Boy, Nathan, brand new range.
Range this week is in nigga town part of the
Nathan living the life.
He getting that church money.
Yeah, he getting something. But they don't want to see Fred get the bomb by the news.
Yeah.
They tell you that. But in the fullness of our power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Jake don't understand the humbleness of our power. Jake don't understand the meekness, the gratitude, all right? Jake don't understand, man. So that's why we have to take on our part to carry this light, man, and get the next man the light. All right?
This is Sirach, chapter 11, verse 26. It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
It's an easy thing for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. In the day, you said what?
It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
It's an easy thing for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the day of death. I mean, they're all thinking, there's no way out. The walls are closing in on you. What do? I'm in a lion's den. Hey man, Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, if it's your will, you will deliver me. If not, I hope I can have the spirit to endure until I'm out of here.
And that starts now though. You know, that's why He gave us that grace period to build ourselves up. You know, for that time, man. You know, don't wait till the last second. You know, and then try to call the Lord because He ain't gonna hear you.
Hey, if you do that, most I ain't hearing that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture says seek the word early, man. You know, you gotta get up and you gotta seek it right now, man. Like the brother was
saying, man, before the evil times come upon you, man. Them last minute, last second Israelites, oh, I can get it right now. Hey, man, that's not happening, man.
And the Most High ain't hearing that shit, man. All right? If you have the names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, that's a talent.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with that? You got the name.
You can speak Hebrew.
Yeah, you can speak Hebrew. Where's your faith? Where's your faith to move on that faith and abound in works? All the apostles asking is 3 videos a week and go to camp, man. That's it. And we believe that's the spirit of the Lord. The apostle on them to the apostle, elder apostle, to make that decree. That ain't nothing, man.
Nah, you do 3 videos in a day.
You can do 3 videos in a day. And men, like I said, brothers and sisters, men be having strenuous jobs, working 50, 60 hours, got to link up, building with brothers in other camps, and still find the time, man. They do it with a smile on their face, man. Get the fucking work, man. Somebody get Proverbs 6 and 6.
That's right.
And bring out 11.
They had a definition.
This is the definition of reward. It says a thing given in recognition of one's service, effort, or achievement.
Read that again, bro.
This is the definition of reward. A thing given in recognition of one's service.
A service, man. All right? That's what a ministry is. A ministry is you serving. All right? Even Yahweh, here it is, Yahweh Shai came down, ministered and said, I came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and serve unto you, man. All right? Get the work, man. Get with the program. Don't be no nigga. Don't be no nigga. Here it is, you got men whipping up spiritual food. You're at the table, chomping it up, eating it all in. But you ain't washing no dishes. You ain't bringing no yayan. You ain't bringing no water. All right, you ain't getting ready to prepare a plate for the next man. What are you doing, man?
Right.
Taking up space, man.
I got you right here.
This is Proverbs 6 and 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Pray to get that sluggish spirit off you, man. That's a sluggish spirit. Because here it is, Yahweh Bashim Shai is giving you what you need to start building. And you just laying in the crib. Yeah, I got it. No, bro, you ain't got it, bro. Because we ain't got it. We hope to have it.
That's right.
Continue, bro.
And it says, consider her ways and be wise.
Consider the ways of the ant, all right? If you have so much pride in you that you don't feel like that you can feel like you can eat this food and not push it out for the next man, prepare for the next man, go to something as small and seemingly insignificant as an ant and consider the ant's ways, man.
Right.
Get that in Sirach 11. It's 11.
If I could say.
11 verse 3. The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
The bee is little among the things that fly. The bee ain't an eagle. The bee ain't a falcon. The bee ain't a pigeon. All right. But by the works of the bee, it produces all the fruit that we need on this earth, man. Something as small, as insignificant as a bee. By embracing the spirit that Yahweh Shai put on the bee, hey, listen, you go pollinate. All right? Nothing would grow. Most things will not grow without an abundance of pollination. All right? You pollinate, the bee said kind. The bees began to pollinate, and from that, all the sweet things of the earth are being able to be produced by the bee, man. Something as small, as insignificant as a bee. See, Jake having pride on it, man.
Yeah.
All right? That's why we have these scriptures say go to something as small as an ant and as a bee, so you can figure out how to get your ass to fucking work, man. I'm not gonna talk too long, no brothers. Preachers coming out, man. Did somebody get, was that it on that, bro? Somebody get that, bring it out. It's the application.
Verse 7. Well, I'm starting again at verse 8. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler.
Bro, the ant don't have, the queen don't even go, the queen don't tell the ants to go over there, over yonder, and devour that raccoon and bring it over here. No, it's in the spirit, man. All right? How about you now? Try to put the spirit in those ants to do those things, man. And the ant takes heed, and Yahweh Shai is saying, if you be wise, you go look at a bee. I mean, look at an ant flocking. Go look at an ant mound. Go step on the ant mound and see what happens, man. And see if you'll bring your foot out fast. What the fuck happened to your foot, man? You know what's doing that, bro? Yeah. Get that in Hebrews 11, next man.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without, it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him.
Without faith it's impossible to please him, man. All right? And we know through the book of James that if you have faith, you got to match your faith with works. All right? But in order to move on that faith, you got to fight pride. You got to fight that sluggish spirit. You got to fight that nigga spirit, man. I'm just saying, I'm good. It ain't about you being good, bro. That our good spirit, you know what cuts that? The parable of the talents. The parable of the talents cuts that. I'm fucking good spirit, man. Continue, bro. Yeah.
It says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
He's a rewarder, all right? If you get a little neat, in the spiritual weeds, man, you know, think about the rewards, man. Think about the goodies, bro. Whatever it takes to get you there, man, get there, all right? If you got to meditate on the kingdom and the rewards, the women, the planets, the whipping of Esau, the feeling of rest, whatever it is, you got to meditate to get you there. Get there. Continue. Oh no, read 6, get my child to
Hebrews 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. He that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is.
You got to believe that he is, man. You got to believe that Yahweh is. Continue.
And that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
And he's going to reward you for you diligently seeking him and doing his will, man. And with that, next man, step up.
Right, that's right. Get 2 Timothy 2:15. All right, because I want to build on that brother's point, is that there's always more work to do. Okay, there's always room for growth. You know, you can't ever get in that spirit of complacency, as if, you know, everything is all good. You know, and sometimes, you know, in the flesh, you carry yourself just real nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? You might not, your output might not be there, you know? But hey, you gotta stay on top of yourself. You gotta constantly try to do more, man. You know, see what it is. Take initiative. The Lord is looking for initiative, man. You know, the Lord isn't looking for you to just sit back and you know, twiddle your thumbs, man. You know? Sit back and twiddle your thumbs, and hey, the Lord wants action, man. He wants you to take those steps, all right, to prove yourself. So get that 2 Timothy 2:15. Get 2 Peter 1:10. Go ahead.
It's 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High.
Yeah, study to show yourself approved. Okay, we have to actually get approval from the Heavenly Father, man. You know, we have to show diligent study, all right, and diligent effort, okay, to basically prove ourselves to the Most High, for Him to approve of us. You know, right? You know, Revelation talks about how Yahweh Shai is going to put the crown on the elect men. The elect isn't receiving a crown ungratefully. Right. Best believe every member of the elect, they work to get that crown, man. And they sacrifice themselves, man. Right. You know? Keep going.
It says, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yeah, a workman that need not to be ashamed. So you don't have to, if you're basically guilt-free, okay, then that means you've done everything that you know. What I'm saying is, in that day, you wanna have a clear conscience, you know, a workman that need not to be ashamed. Like for instance, if you know, you did a job, you know, a particular job on a job site, and you did your thing, man. You know, you basically busted your ass, so to speak. You you're not gonna be ashamed, man. You're gonna be confident in your works. We want to have that same confidence in our works, you know.
Right. Yeah. If I can say, because when that time comes, you don't want to go into that time with a level of doubt. And should have did this, should have did that. You know, yeah. Should have, could have, would have spirit. Man. You know, you want to go in with a full level of confidence. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That confidence, man. You know, hey, cause that shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's like the worst feeling, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the worst feeling, knowing that you should have did something, or you could have done more. All right. Or you know that guilt, man. A lot of times that guilt will eat you alive, man. And a lot of these people, that's way off. But a lot of these people, they're gonna have that guilt. They're gonna have that feeling of shame on them, because they're gonna be like, damn, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have listened to them. I should have done this. And that's really that shame that they're gonna feel. Hey, that is a heavy that's a heavy spirit of you know, guilt that they're gonna have on them, man. You know, in that day, because they're gonna feel like I'm talking about all the people that scoffed at the word, all the people that left this truth, okay, took their hand off the plow. They're gonna have to deal with their own mind condemning them in that day. Was that it on that?
Yeah, that was it.
You can bring on what you got.
Okay. This is going on to that topic. It's Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Yeah, whatsoever you find your hand to do it with thy might. Hey, so have that effort, man. Have 100% effort, okay? That's what the Lord is looking for. The Lord is looking for your effort, okay? You know, the Lord isn't just gonna hand you the kingdom in a gift basket, man. Right? You know, here you go. No, you gotta deserve it. You gotta work for it, okay? You know, do it with thy might. Do it with all your power, man. Whatever you do, and that's not even just the truth. Even that's a quality that you want to have all around.
Everything you do is right.
Everything that you do. You know, even if it's going to work. You know, get good qualities, man. Whatever it is that you're into, you want to go hard in that. You know.
That's right. Yeah.
Was that it?
I finished.
Keep going. Yeah.
This is whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
Yeah, there's no work. Yeah, so basically, in the grave, okay, all right, there's no more to do.
Yeah,
you know. Hey, a lot of these older people, all right, you know how they sit back and reflect on their life, you know. That they have a lot of feelings.
Regrets.
Yeah, a lot of regrets, you know.
It's bad.
They're like, damn, you know, I should have, or you know, people that's you know in the 40s and 50s, you know, they reflect on damn, if I wasn't young and stupid, I should have did this. I should have invested my money. I should have, you know what I'm saying, set myself up better, you know. But a lot of times, Jake, in the world, okay, they'll be a certain age and they don't have nothing to show for it. You know, be in their 60s and 70s and still paying rent, you know, and still, you know, just living paycheck to paycheck. What retirement? Ain't no retirement. You know. But basically, going back to say that there's no more work in the grave, man. You know, when the Lord pushes that button, okay, for you to go to the spirit world, you don't have no more. You don't. It's done.
That's it. Yeah, right.
You know, it's just like a basketball game. Soon as the buzzer, soon as the buzzer goes, it's everyone packs up and it's time to go. You know, you got Jake, you still have Jake
and they're still trying
Jake
to
in
hit
there,
free
still
throws.
trying to practice their free throws. Yeah, you know,
It's over.
still trying to shoot around. No, the game over, man. You know,
Should have been doing that shit.
yeah, been doing it.
That scoreboard ain't gonna change, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Oh, even the men that, you know, in the spirit, that in the truth, and then they turn back, try to come back. Nah, Lord ain't with you.
Yep.
Game over,
Too
man.
late, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey,
That's it.
hey, the scripture say it would be better if you're not even on the Lord.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
he who put his hands to the plow and turn away.
Yep.
Yep.
He ain't fit.
Ain't fit, man.
Get that second pick.
This is 2 Peter 1:10, and it says, "Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling of election sure."
Classic precept.
Gun.
You know, and it goes in every time. You know, hey, it gives this precept right here. It holds a lot of weight. You know, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. You know, that's the reason why we go hard. That's the reason why we push this thing and magnify ourselves, and so that we can magnify others. We can bring our gifts unto others. You know, and like I said, there's always more improvement. There's always room for improvement, and the scriptures talk about how you have to basically analyze yourself. You know, evaluate your spirit. So you should already know what areas you're weak in, man. You should already be evaluating. Okay, you know, I need to work on this particular aspect of myself. I need to work on this and improve it, man. And even the areas that you're good in, there's room improvement for that.
That's right. Yep.
You know, there's more growth within every aspect, man. You know, because at that point where you feel like, oh, I'm good, I got it, I figured it out, that's the point where you basically max out. You basically limited yourself because of your pride. Yep. That's pride. You know, that's what pride is. Once you get to that point where you're like, okay, that point of comfort. That's why Scripture say knowledge puffeth up.
Yep.
Because all that knowledge that you've acquired, first of all, you haven't been applying it, you know, and second of all, you basically, you know, are high-minded and you think you're on a level to where you can't be taught anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Finish that and then. Oh my bad. You was reading. Yeah.
And it says, "For if you do these things, ye shall never fail."
Yeah, you do these things, you shall never fail. You know? And who wants to fail, man? We want to win.
That's
you know,
right.
brothers been in that spirit of winning. You know? No, failing is not a good feeling.
That's right.
You know? You want that acceptable. You want to be acceptable unto the Lord. You know? And that effort, the Lord is looking for that initiative. Take the initiative. Don't just sit back and wait, you know, for someone to tell you to do things. If you know you need to go to camp, go to camp. You know, if you know, and a lot of times the Spirit will convict you. You know, the precept in Sirach, how a man's mind is want to warn him 7 times as a watchman. You know, so your own, if you can find that, I know it's in Sirach, probably around 11 or I don't know, 10.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, but basically, you know, your own mind will convict you, and that's the Spirit. The Spirit of the Lord will convict you when you know you're not doing enough. Okay, and hey, I say this: that feeling never goes away.
That means you're hot in the spirit for Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah. Bring it up.
Because in this truth, we really, the brother Abba was speaking on, we was having a conversation a couple of weeks back. We all are like many Yahushas in which we strive for perfection, as the brother was speaking into. And this is going into this being accepted, wanting to be accepted of the Most High. This is Luke, Salakia. This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 15, the point is at 16. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And Apostle Tahar said what? You have to be on fire in this truth, man. It's always something in this truth that you look at yourself and you examine yourself, you're like, damn, you know what? I suck in the Hebrew. You know what? I ain't great at exhortation. I don't have a great memory for recall of precepts. I need to work on these things. So therefore it burns, and that fire burns a little bit hot. Yeah, but that really, when you begin to self-examine yourself or whatever, that fire, wherever you weak at, you begin to see, yeah, I gotta light a flame up under the Hebrew, I gotta light a flame up under this, I gotta light a flame up under this slothfulness, and you'll find yourself acceptable because you're applying heat to yourself, man. You put yourself through that fire in the spirit. And the Lord said that he would rather you be cold or hot, and that really, us being on this side, you gotta be hot, or the Lord is gonna spew you out. And the brother was bringing it out. When you bring out, when you look up that word spew in this particular precept, it goes to fun. And the Lord said, what about a dog returning unto his own brother? That's the men in the truth, man. You return back unto the world, and the Lord is not a man that he should change, man, nor repent. So you think he's gonna spew you out and come back to it? I'm sick of straw and suck it back up. Nah, man, it's over with. It's a wrap. So you gotta stay on fire for this thing, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Was that it on that?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Okay.
All right, hey, the brother, your dad brought this out earlier, but hey, I wanted to bring it out again. This is Proverbs 6:6. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, and consider her ways and be wise." You know, because hey, like the brother was just saying, man, you got to be hot for this thing, man, and that's doing the work, man. That's doing your video, going out to camp, week in and week out, examining yourself daily. You know what I'm saying? So you know that you're in the truth, man. That you're doing the work, man. Reading the scriptures, man. You know, it takes work for doing this thing. You got to be hot for this, man. You got to be hot. You know, and as the ant, nobody needs to tell an ant to do nothing. So when you examine yourself and you see that you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you got to light that flame, man, and get the fire going.
That's right.
Yeah. There's a saying, a quote. It's fire, or how do I say? Basically, the diligence. It doesn't come by spontaneous combustion. You gotta literally light yourself on fire. You gotta actually activate yourself and push yourself. You know, we don't necessarily have personal trainers, so to speak. Right. You know,
but that's like, if I can say, we kind of do.
We do, yeah.
But that's why it say consider their ways and be wise, because it's a matter of the Most High Yahweh gave us everything.
We do.
We got trainers, we got therapists, we got
the whole package.
We got the whole package. But the thing about it is, they don't have the confidence in themselves to maximize and understand that Yahweh is calling you to be perfect.
Right.
I had a word too.
Sean, bring it out.
Get into it, bro.
Okay.
This is that word from it goes to that word wise in Proverbs 66. It's H2449.
What word is it?
Wise.
Okay, come.
H2449, and it's a hakam.
Yep.
And it says to be wise, to become or become wise, act wisely. So you have to actually move in it. And that's why, like brother was saying earlier, the captain was saying earlier, talking about knowledge pump it up, because you ain't doing nothing with it.
Right.
You just letting it sit in your vessel, and you're not converting that knowledge to wisdom. You ain't moving with it. That's why I pump you up. That's why you get bugged out. And it says to make wise, teach wisdom or instruct.
Teach wisdom and instruct. You know, because that wisdom, scripture say wisdom is the principal thing. You know, because that's through that wisdom, all right, we receive more and more jewels. Okay, we receive more and more of the portion of the Spirit, just by constantly, increasing unto ourselves. Just like we said about how you have to improve all these different aspects, and that result when you can improve all your weak aspects, then you start to become wise. You start to grow, and you know how to you have skill. you know, these different skills that you get, that results into wisdom, okay? Applying those skills, applying the knowledge. And you know, like that definition, it says, to act wise, act wisely. How do you act wisely? It's by you know, the scriptures, okay? Constantly meditating on the scriptures, and whenever situations occur, your first I guess reaction, okay, is gonna be to think about the scriptures, okay? What do the scriptures say? What would Yahweh Shai do? You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got something for you real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 22. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit.
Yeah, it says wisdom is the worker of all things. Because the Heavenly Father, He created, how did He create the foundations of the earth? Through wisdom. Okay? Through wisdom. And His wisdom is deep, man. It's everlasting, man. We see a lot of different things of the creation, like these different unique fish and all kind of stuff. All these different unique aspects of this earth. Okay, it was created by the Most High's wisdom, man. You know? Go ahead, start from the top.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 22. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled.
Lively.
Yeah.
Lively, clear. Can you go start where it describes it?
Yeah, it says for in her is an understanding spirit.
Yeah, and it's her. Because wisdom is wisdom is likened unto a woman, you know, which is Sophia. You know, go ahead.
It says holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively,
yep,
clear, undefiled,
yep,
plain,
clear, undefiled. But these are all great attributes, man. These are all great characteristics, man. That's right. Clean, pure, you know, clear, you know. All these things is wisdom, and just by getting wisdom, you get all these different things, man. You get all these different gifts just by obtaining wisdom.
That's why, if I can say, I can't remember where it's set. There's a scripture that say, put on wisdom as like a robe or a cloak. All right, so when you put it on, when you wear it, you naturally take on these different attributes that is listed in. Clear, you know, being lively,
yep,
you know, having the spirit of understanding. Right, all come to putting on wisdom. That's right, you know.
Right.
Damn, it's a little more going.
Yeah.
It says, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good.
Yep, not subject to hurt. Okay, loving the things that is good. And we love things that are good, man. We love, that's why we love this truth. You know? That's why we're lively, okay? That's why we do what we're doing, is because of this wisdom, man. This wisdom that we've obtained, all right? It's begun to, as the scriptures say in Sirach, she will trust you, okay? Basically, how wisdom, yeah, brother, get that too. But yeah, keep going.
It says, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man. Yeah. 23, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care.
Free from care, you know? Hey, because through wisdom, guess what? We don't care about the affairs of this world. We don't care about the different things that we may go through. Free from care, because we know that we know why it's happening.
Right.
You know, and that's the beauty of you know how we're able to withstand the hell that we catch. Is because we understand.
That's right.
We understand that, okay, this is the Lord doing this. This is a test.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
So like,
go ahead.
It's like it's saying clear. You know, that's having a clear mind.
Clear conscience.
To be able to think, you know, and understand that we're in the time of wickedness. You know, it's basically we can now organize our minds according to the scriptures, so we can live righteous. You know?
And that clear also is transparent. You know, hey, the scriptures are plain. You know, the scriptures are plain unto us, so that wisdom is transparent, man. It's clear. You know, keep going.
It says, sorry, I forget. It says, verse 23, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits.
Yeah. Hey, that's beautiful, because these are all these are all components that make up the Most High Spirit. You know, these are all that wisdom, man. All that wisdom, and the Lord is beautiful, man, because He created wisdom. You know, wisdom is something, and it says it. He created the foundations of the earth through His wisdom, man. You know.
That's right.
Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Got something? Come on, bring it up. Yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 18 says, "My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age."
Yeah. Hey, yeah, so start at a young age, man. You know, gather these things when you're young. You know, scriptures say, seek ye the Lord in your youth.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, and through your parents, they give you a lot of wisdom and principles. You know, a lot of good qualities. You know, especially you notice grandparents with younger children. Grandparents are always putting the young kids up on game. You know, which is what? Giving them wisdom, because through their old age, through their experience, they can share a lot of understanding and wisdom, you know?
Right. That's why they say the discourse of the elders, man. You know, but always always be acquainted with their proverbs.
Yep, that's right.
You know, because why they went through certain those experiences like you were speaking about, and through their experience and things that they went through, that's how we learn, man.
That's right.
You know?
That wisdom allows you to avoid certain pitfalls. That's the beauty of wisdom.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a saying out that says, I would rather learn from your experience than my experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what a lot of what they call them OGs.
Yeah.
And they tell the young guys, that learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But they done been through it. That's right. You know. Verse 19, it says, "Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. But thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon." And just think about that. Just a little bit of laboring on this side in America. You know, whether it's, the amount of time you spending in the truth laboring, whether, it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30, that little amount of laboring is going to equate to everlasting life of eating the fruits of that wisdom.
That's right.
Just that little amount, brother's going to come in at the 11th hour. They're going to be able to eat of the fruits. Gonna be able to eat of the fruits of just a small little time, man. You know, and that go to show you how much abundant fruit that wisdom brings. You know, continuing on, verse 20, it says, "She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her." And that's why you see a lot of guys fall out the truth. Okay, because they get the knowledge, but like what the brother Yedai was saying, and the Apostle Tar was actually just saying the same exact thing. A lot of guys, they fall out because they get this knowledge and they don't apply it the right way. You know, when you read these scriptures, you gotta go into this thing, man. You gotta look in the maps. You gotta look into words. You gotta go into geography. You gotta go into history, secular history. You gotta go into prophecy to link it up. You gotta really affirm it. You gotta really confirm these scriptures, man. But what it say? It says she is unpleasant to him that is unlearned. So after a while, Jake, I feel like, man, fuck this shit, man. You know, at first you're going straight off of just straight vigor and zeal, you know. But then when that vigor and that zeal wear out, that's when it becomes you gotta be diligent. And when you lack that diligence, next thing you know,
run into a stumbling block, trip up, then you out of there, man. It can happen. Hey, we done seen it happen to the best of them, man. So that's why I say it'd be unpleasant, man. To a man that's unlearned, you just cast it out, man. And to hell with this, man. I ain't doing this no more, man. You know, I'm a wease my way through it now. You know,
I can ask you a real quick question, if I may, because really what wisdom does is speaking about that the desire of wisdom is really the desire of discipline. It actually does put you in constraints to a certain extent, but it actually helps keep you righteous. And if you Jacob, you a nigga, you don't that constraining feeling. That's why Esau pushed the whole "do as thou wilt" type of thing, because you have the freedom, so to speak, to do whatever you want. With wisdom, you can't do whatever you want.
That's right. This is verse 21. It says, "She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long." So it'll lay on you, man. That wisdom will lay on your ass, man. Hard body. You know, after a while, you know, after you've been laboring and toiling, it's gonna weigh on you. You know. And then if you don't like the pressures of wisdom, then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna cast it off. You're gonna go back into the world, man. All right. That's why the scriptures say what? The scriptures say what? You know, endure hardness as a good soldier, because that wisdom is hard. You know, your trials and your tribulations is hard. So these things can weigh on you. But only a real man gonna be able to really bear whatever he gotta bear and continue on doing this thing, man. That's right. Okay, regardless of what it is, man. You know, you could have just your rib could have just left you last night. I guarantee you're gonna be at camp. Yeah. Yep. You know? Tears and all. Hey, shit, you know, I ain't gonna put it out there, but I was jacked up these last couple of days, but the spirit was on me. Hey, get to camp, man. Yeah. You know? So a man that's really determined and he's really mission focused, he gonna do what he gotta do. He ain't gonna cash it off, man. That's right. You know, he gonna rock and roll with it.
That's it.
You keep going out. It says verse 22.
The scripture I was thinking about, you about to go right there.
It's right there. Verse 22. It says, "For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many," meaning she's not revealed. Okay? She's not revealed unto many. That's what the word manifest goes into, man. Okay? And a lot of these people out here that we see on a day-to-day, they lack wisdom. Right. Okay? Only the men of Yahweh Bashim al-Washai really have true wisdom. Okay? Because the real wisdom is the wisdom of the knowledge of the scriptures.
That's right.
Okay?
One that makes sense because we read too where it says wisdom is a spirit where you basically you're a lover of good things. You look at the people in this world, they don't love good things, they love wickedness. Right. You know, everything is backwards. You know, they put evil for good and good for evil. That's right. You know?
Hey, that's that, and this is what makes the scriptures pure wisdom. All right, because a man, let's say an Edomite that studied law, and he know the American law system from front to back, he gonna have some wisdom with that law. Right. You know, he gonna know how to move throughout the system, you know, according to that law, and that's the wisdom of the knowledge of the law. But guess what? It's not pure. Right. You know, it's not pure wisdom. We have pure wisdom because we got the pure law. That's why the scripture saying, matter of fact, get Deuteronomy 4 and 6. That Deuteronomy 4 and 6 about the shop, bro.
I got some real quick.
Go ahead, Al.
This is Sirach 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Hey, read that again. It's a bad precept.
Sirach 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Hey, Jacob tell you the ins and outs about left-hand side energy. Esau can tell you the ins and outs about Scientology, about you know, all of these different philosophies. They can break it down, but it's not wisdom. Okay? The knowledge of wisdom, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Right. Okay? Wisdom comes of a pure spirit. It's an energy that's given unto us by unlocking the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim al-Shai. That's when you progress into wisdom.
Right. Yep.
Okay? So if you stumbling in your early ages, you know, with the truth, and you getting caught up with certain things like that, hey, well, how you gonna get down when you gotta put in? Hey, you never know that. Hey, Yahweh Bashim al-Shai forbid. Hey, we might gotta do another 10 years.
Yeah, you never know.
Jake don't be in it for that. Right. Jake don't be in it for that. Jake be just want to come in, just, you know, just real quick. Hey, you got to be in this thing for the long haul, man. Yeah. You know, And the Lord, because the Lord has proven us. You know? But okay, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 8 and 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to.
Hey, wisdom is better than rubies, man. It's better than a pocket full of money, man. You know, it's better than a bad little chick, man, taking her out on a date, man. You know, it's better than that fancy car. It's better than the sharp edge up in the lineup, man. You know why? Because it teaches you how to maneuver in any type of terrain. That's true. Okay? The wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to have us to unlock spiritual powers, man. That's right. Ain't no money gonna get you spiritual powers. Get the what's that? The account of Simon the sorcerer in the book of Acts. Where he saw him doing the miracles. And he tried to pay his way in. You know? I think it might be try 8. Acts the 8th chapter. Yeah. You know? And get that Deuteronomy real quick.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. For I'll start at verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh, my power, commanded me.
Yeah, so the scriptures say he taught us what, brother?
He taught us statutes and judgments. Even as Yahweh, my power, commanded me.
That's right, go ahead.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Right, which is these laws. Okay? So regardless, you know, yeah, we not technically fully under the law, but we still held accountable for keeping the law.
That's right.
Okay? Keep going up.
It says, verse 6, keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right, and that's with that word wisdom again. It says, this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. Okay? So the law. All right, keeping that law to the best of your abilities. That's what's going to have you maneuvering in and out of these situations here in America. It's based on how you maneuver with this law. Yeah. But then we under what? Right now we under the law of faith. See? So we all are responsible for having faith.
Yeah.
And faith is a characteristic that you got to show. Yeah. You can't just say you got faith. Faith starts with what? Consistency coming out the camp. That's number one. If you can't do that, then you slipping. You know? You can't rule the planet Earth if you can't get out here to camp.
Faith is the foundation.
That's right. Hey, faith is the foundation. Then, after you continue to give diligence in that, you got to be a diligent laborer. Meaning consistency, man. The Lord looks for consistency. All right? For instance, when Yahweh Shai called the disciples,
straightway.
They said they straightway drop their nets. Quick, man. They wasn't hesitating, man. Because they understood that was the man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So it was instant, man. And that's how a man of the Lord is going to move. He's going to be instant when it comes down to his calling, man.
You know? That's why I say Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it say write the vision, make it plain upon tables. You may run that reads it. You know, runs so it's going to basically doing the work, man. You know, when you read and hear the vision, it's supposed to make you run, man. Yep. Not just, you know, you're supposed to be out, man. Yeah, ready. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, cause when this thing kick off, you gonna wanna have some type of confirmation that you gave it your all, man.
You be going to that earlier. Yeah. The spirit.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's the spirit. Yeah. You know, you're gonna want to have some type of spiritual confirmation that you gave this thing your all. Imagine these guys that fell out the truth. Imagine that mind frame that they're gonna be in when the Lord come back, man. They're gonna be sorrowful, pitiful, because they're gonna have to live with the reality that they forsook the Lord. Lord. So you don't want to have to live with that reality where you ain't give the Lord your best foot, man. You know, you were lollygagging, you were shucking and jiving. Even when you was in the camp, you wasn't giving it your all, man. Here it is, you're supposed to be doing three videos a week. You're doing 2. Started out popping off, you know, videos flying off the hinges.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you start dwindling down to 2 videos a week, then 1 video a week.
Yeah.
Then you start skipping camps. Then you start catching spirits against brothers. Hey, these dudes that move in that pattern, they gonna have to live with the reality that they didn't give this truth they all. Okay? And the Lord gonna put that spirit on them, man. The Lord gonna put that guilty spirit on these people, man. So that's why we gotta walk and move with the wisdom of Yahweh Bashima Washai, because that's what bring it to a kingdom.
That's right.
You know?
Real quick.
This
is Romans 14:23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin.
That's right. So that's a law. Believing is an actual law. All right? And believing is not something that you just declare with your mouth. That's why the scriptures say that we must confess in the world that Yahweh Shai is the Savior. And that's an action. You know? Jake be walking up to people, do you confess that Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? And just because the niggas say yes,
you're saved.
They say no. It's talking about coming out here and confessing it to the masses of the people.
Rooftops.
To everybody. You letting everybody know your position. This is my power, this is who I believe in, and you gotta consistently show people that. Alright? No matter what you're going through, it don't matter what you got going on or what you're dealing with, you gotta consistently confess your Yahweh Shai. If you want to make it on the chariot, and that's for the men. You know, that's for the men, man.
You know, to the bishop's point, belief is there's an action behind belief. You know what I'm saying? Like you believe your car gonna start up in the morning and take you to work. You gonna go hop in it and drive wherever you need to go.
Yeah,
you gotta believe in Yahweh Shai, and that means you're gonna have to go out there and do it.
That's it. You know, and if you got anything that's in your way that's trying to stop you or slow you down from serving Yahweh Bashim Shai, you got to make the necessary changes in your life to be consistent, man.
That's right.
Okay?
Sacrifice.
And it's getting to a point where you know, not being mobile, not your job, using your job as an excuse, using a woman as an excuse, using an infirmity or so-called as an excuse. It's getting to a point to where the Lord is going to excuse all of that, man. Either you're going to get it in or you're not, man.
That's right.
You know? Either you're going to make the necessary adjustments or you're going to be complacent and content and you're going to lose your crown, man.
That's right.
You know? Let's get that, what's that, Revelation?
Let the man take that crown.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, Revelation 3. See that, no man? Hey, and get 2 Timothy 4 too. About the shot. You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alex.
1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Yeah, so the way we show the love towards Yahweh Bashim Shai, it's an action. It's just like a woman. You know, a woman, if you say, hey, I love you, baby, you know, she gonna go, well, you know, show me.
Yeah.
And you gotta show me. You gotta win my love.
Give her a
right?
ring.
That's what they say. Hey, was really that, I mean, that shit true. You know, which it should be the other way around, but that's not the case right now. You know, but it's always a forward motion that you show somebody if you tell them that you love them. Even with your sons, if you say, hey, I love you, son, you're gonna do things to show them that you love them.
Right.
You know?
A little bit more. It says, and hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him.
That's right. That's how we gonna know if we are of the truth. It's by the deeds that we show forth in our walk. All right? And the first deed that you're supposed to show is consistency, man. Okay? That's the first deed that you're supposed to show. Consistency, man. All right? If you can't be a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashim Shai, don't expect for the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai to cover you. Right. When you can't be the sacrifice for him. Then he mean, why would his sacrifice cover you if you can't sacrifice yourself for him?
Right.
So therefore, when he come back and he bust them clouds open, Jake gonna be looking for spiritual powers and, you know, transform into a new body, you know, eat and drink with Yahweh Shai, and they ain't done nothing on this side, man. You know? Yeah. That ain't how it worked, man. Okay? Look at Paul. Look at Peter. Look at John. Look at James. Look at all of these men. Look at Elijah, Elisha. Look at all these things that these men endured for the sake of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
And they still push the word.
And they still didn't even see the kingdom.
Right.
In that particular lifetime. But those, hey, I'm going to hit you with this. Those men are back in the reincarnation.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know? Those men are back. All right? Now, granted, you know, some of those men went back to the spirit world, you know, but Habakkuk Nahum, Ezekiel, Haggai, Habakkuk, all of these men are back here on the earth today. Archippus, okay? All of these men that are back here today teaching the word, man. Noah. Okay? Noah.
He even said disciples multiplied, and when they start saying miracles,
yeah.
the other disciples.
Hey, and that's right, bro.
Same man back here today.
Yep. And that's why you got to hold that reverence for brothers that you in the midst of, because you don't know who that man could be, man.
That's right.
You don't know who that man could be. It's 66 prophets written of in the Bible.
That's written though.
That's written. All right. So you never know. And then you got to remember, you got certain you guys like Timothy.
Yep.
You know, you got Philip. You got the 12.
And then the 70 that came out.
In the 70. You know, so you got certain men that's around you that's actually men of the Lord. That's why you got to have that reverence and that brotherly love, man. Because you never know who you in the midst of, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
So Sirach 27:9. The birds will resort unto their like. So will truth return unto them that practice in her.
That's it. Hey, and notice the key word there is what? Return. Meaning it's going to come back. And that's why when certain brothers first heard the word, it was instant.
Yeah.
It was an instant, I believe.
Yeah.
It wasn't, let me do a little bit more research. Let me check in
the
Jehovah's Witness real quick. let me go. No, man, it was instant, man. You know, it was automatic, man. Let's get it from that point on. You know, so because guess why? Because the truth returned unto those faithful men, and those faithful men are back here on the planet Earth teaching the word in like manner.
That's right.
But this time, this go around, they're declaring the prophecies that was written before. Okay. Because when the 12 was on the earth, they wasn't pushing the prophecies of John the Revelator, because the book of Revelations wasn't even written yet. You see? So those men that you're reading about are back here today prophesying all of the prophecies that was written before time. Okay? And these prophecies, us coming out here and bringing this word out, is going to lead to us inheriting the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay?
If I could say, you always bring out how basically when the prophets received these visions, they didn't really understand them. It was just, the Lord just told, hey, just write it down. You know, put it in the book. So them same prophets are back again to actually break them down, to explain it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because back then, they know nothing about no missiles and
Mark of the Beast.
And Babylon, mystery, America. You know, they couldn't, they didn't know what that was about, man.
Right.
So they had to come back in this lifetime to actually break it down and explain it.
And that's why Revelation 9 chapter, he was explaining World War I like he did, because he didn't know the things that were today.
That's right. Yeah. You called them
Scorpions. Locusts.
Yeah, man. What did I have called? Revelation 3.
Right here. It's Revelations 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast.
Yeah. So meaning what? That this truth. That's why the scripture we read about in what was that? Ecclesiastes, the 6th chapter. It said, hey, you gotta hold on to wisdom. You gotta carry it.
Yeah.
All right. So hold it. You gotta hold on to this truth with your dear life. Hey, it's gonna come times, man. The flesh gonna be weighing you down. Your spirit, the spirit gonna be messing with you, man. Satan gonna be trying to attack you. You might be losing your fire. Feel like you're losing your fire, like you about to give up the spirit, man. You might get in a car crash, lose a total of car, lose a job. You know, back, kidneys hurting, headache. Feel like you about to fucking give up the spirit, man. You still gotta hold on to the word, man.
That's right.
You still gotta push through. Go ahead.
And I'll go back to Revelation. It's Job 27:6. My righteousness I hold fast.
Oh, the scripture say, my righteousness I hold fast. Just like Esau. Okay? Well, Esau and his wickedness, he hold on to that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Like,
Motherfucker that got the headlock, man.
I would have forgot about a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas don't forget nothing when it come down to that wickedness, bro. You know? So we gotta be the same way when it come down to righteousness. You know? We gotta be persistent, man. Hey, you look at a lot of these guys that Jeff Bezos and you know, Steve Jobs, all these conglomerates that you see that run the world today, they all started out a little small garage. Yeah. And these dudes didn't really blow up till they 40s and 50s.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Hey, you know why? Because they didn't let go of that wickedness. Then they just turned it into a total worldwide domination, man. You know, to where the global elitists is dominating the market. You know, well, that's how we gotta be. Because we the global elitists as well. And you gotta believe that in your spirit, brother. You gotta believe that you are part of the global elite. You know, I was having a conversation with one of the elders yesterday, and he made a good point. He said, hey, brother, our possibility of being saved is strong, man. And when you really believe that your possibility of being saved is strong, that's supposed to make you humble. Because you understand the responsibility that comes behind being elected by Yahweh Shai. You got to enforce righteousness on the planet Earth up under a particular order. So that's supposed to translate into humility. Okay? So we got to believe that in the spirit. That what? That we are part of that potential global elite that's going to establish righteous dominance on the planet Earth. Just like Esau believed when he was in that garage, man. We in the garage right now. You know? Spiritually, Spiritually. We in that garage like Steve Jobs, man. All right? You got to believe that. A lot of these people, they going to walk past the garage, some niggas. You know? Which is fine, but they going to see the big picture when it develops. Because our consistency. It all started with what? Consistency, man. You know? They was every day working on their product, man. Even if they did have a 9 to 5, it was every day they was working on that product, man. Perfecting it. They was perfecting that craft, man. And it developed into global domination, man. And that's what's gonna happen with the men of the Lord. But before you can even get to that point of global domination, you gotta believe that you can achieve it, and then you gotta be consistent with it, man. Read that one more time.
Huh? Job 27:6. My righteousness I hold fast. It will not let it go.
And will not let it go, man. Okay? Meaning we got truth by the like how Jacob was grabbing that angel, man. That's how we gotta be with this truth, man. You know? At times, you know, you might slip, but I guarantee you're gonna get your grip back, man. You know? I guarantee you, if you sincere, you're gonna get your grip back, man. You know? And that's what it takes, man, to endure. That's exactly what it takes. Hey, it's gonna take more from us in the future. So if you ain't willing to give a lot now, then you damn sure ain't gonna be willing to give nothing when Jacob's trouble comes, man. You gonna be shook. Hey, you got this guy from HOI down at the campground with a gun. Hey, well that means that inwardly he believes that the spirit of the Lord ain't with him. Hey, and you can tell in the time of Jacob's trouble, he gonna fold, man. He gonna fold. You know? Because he ain't got that confirmation inwardly from Yahweh Shai to do this thing, man. You know, we can honestly say the amount of time that we spent coming to the highways and byways, we ain't never bought no weapon to camp, man. And we was in the valley of the shadow of death down there at 5 Points, the same spot, man. Yeah, we had guns pulled on us, but guess what? Hey, we ain't fold, man, through the spirit. That's right. You know? Because we holding on to that righteousness, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, I'll read again, Job 27:6. My righteousness I hold fast, I will not let it go. It says, my heart shall not reproach me so long as I live.
That's right. So let's get that 2 Timothy real quick, and then we'll go ahead and close it out.
4?
Yeah, 4 and 7.
2 Timothy 4:7. I have fought a good fight.
Go ahead.
I have finished my course.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. That's what it boils down to. Finishing your course, man.
Race.
Okay? You got to finish your course. You got to give the diligence to make it to the end of your course. Whether the end of your course equate to salvation, or whether the end of your course equate to you dying for the truth and being risen back up. Whatever your course is, you got to finish it, man.
Yeah.
All right? And finishing the course takes diligence. It takes consistency. It takes effort. It takes dedication. You got to be determined to finish it. You got to push through it, man. Okay?
Like we always make analogies for the truth being like exercising. They always tell you, man, the most important thing is consistency.
Yeah.
You can't work out for a week and then, and get fall off,
right?
You don't get results. Nah,
yeah.
man.
Right.
You gotta put months in, years in,
yeah,
to actually see your body change, man.
Results, yeah.
So that's in the flesh. So how much more in the spirit?
Right.
You know.
Yep. That constant effort, man.
Constant effort. That's right.
And that's a formula that's very uncommon to Americans, man. All right, consistency.
Right.
That's a very, very uncommon formula, man. All right, because like the brothers were saying, it's a do as thou wilt spirit out here. So they just dibble and dabble with every goddamn thing. They don't lock in on one thing and just zone in on it and give effort. Because they I want another job. I'm tired of this job.
Yeah, they got ways of around things.
Yep.
Things.
Yeah, they
One job can go to another.
Yep. Hey, that's why you got a lot of half-ass Christians out here.
Yeah.
They go to church whenever the hell they want to go to church.
Yeah.
Hey, every once a year on Easter.
Yeah. Easter, yeah.
Yeah, been shaking ass all year. And then Easter time come, they find a way to get into church.
And quick to ask you, do you know Jesus?
Don't know nothing about the scriptures. Hey, because they don't got no consistency.
Right.
Like I said, that is a formula that is uncommon to American citizens. All right, let's keep going, bro.
It says, I'll reread it. 2 Timothy 4:7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness.
And that's what we want. That crown of righteousness, man. Okay? Well, you're gonna get an actual physical crown placed on you by Yahweh Shai if you endure and make it to the end. But before you can even make it into the end, you got to build up the momentum now. You know? Through getting into these scriptures. You know? Hey, don't sleep on certain things. Don't sleep on history either, man. Because when you add that history to your knowledge, you solidifying yourself in the spirit. Because you confirming certain things of what it is. So you got to get into all aspects of truth in order to get that momentum going to endure through Jacob's trouble, man. Okay?
That's right.
That's very important, man. You don't want to go into Jacob's trouble slow rolling, man.
Right.
You know? Dragging your feet. You want to go into that motherfucker hitting it, man. Full speed.
Just to be quick, though, at marathons, they got a steady pace. But at the end, they pick up that speed.
Yep. Hey, and that's what you got. Hey, because that speed is what's actually carrying them on.
Yeah.
Because you can actually hurt yourself if you slow down. When you run into marathons, because your legs be so accustomed to moving at a particular pace, that if you try to stop or slow down and try to get that momentum back, you through. You got to keep that momentum, especially going into the time that the worst time that the earth has ever seen. You want to be full steam ahead, man. Hey, like Elder Menatazat said, hey man, give it your all. Go hard, man. Put everything out on the table, man. We at the end. You know, you shouldn't even be worried about, I don't want to go too hard, I don't want to burn out. Man, go. We at the end, man.
Finish line right there.
Yeah. You gotta hit it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
When this thing, cause a lot of these dudes out here that ain't got that momentum, man, they gonna take that chip, man.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be built up spiritually, man. You know? So it said henceforth what was laid up?
It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day.
Hey, and Ezra said the same exact thing. In 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. He said he saw in the midst of them a man taller than the rest. It said, and it said they held palms in their hands and he sat crowns on their heads. Hey, well, guess what? Paul's saying the same thing. He's saying the same exact thing, man. Okay? So when we read these scriptures, we have to understand that the possibility of that being us is strong. And if you really believe that possibility is that strong, you're going to go hard, man.
Yeah, right.
You're going to go hard. Right. Hey, because it's either one or two things that happen to you when you come up here. Either you get sealed or you get marked for destruction.
Right.
So let your effort and let your diligence and let your faith be a standard of you being sealed and not marked for destruction. Because there's only one or two things that's going to happen to you when you come out before the Lord. Which when you come out before the men of the Lord, before the prophets, you coming before Yahweh Bashim Shai. Because this is his voice box. So it's only one or two things that happens. Either you get sealed for destruction or you get sealed for election. Okay? And with that being said, you got to give the diligence to make that election sure.
That's right.
And that comes through the spirit of consistency. So you got to, hey, even us brothers up here, man, it got to get to a point to where we believe that the possibility of us being saved is strong, man.
Yeah.
All right? And when we believe that possibility, we got to go hard, man.
That's right.
Okay? You got to believe that in your spirit. Okay? Because everybody up here ain't up here just to get marked for destruction. Some brothers is already sealed, man. Now you got to go hard, man. Okay? So with that, you know, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and